Perfect. Chalo. Yes, very good afternoon, my dear friends. Right, come on, welcome you all. Just after a day break, we are back again. So, we are done with the so far discussion about what topics, my dear friends. Can you please tell me? Basic concepts. This is already done. Next, what we discussed? Residential status. In fact, these two topics we spent last 3 lectures and spent some good time because obviously this topic are those topics where high probability question will keeps coming in the exam. Can you please participate in the revision for some time, then we'll proceed, my dear friends. Tell me, what is section 2.7? Dost. 2.9. Assessment year. 225A. Excellent. 231. Person. 234. PY. Section 3. Section 4. What does chargeability section say? Income earned by an assessee during the previous year is chargeable to tax in assessment year. Income earned by an assessee during the previous year is chargeable to tax in assessment year. Getting clarity, everybody? How many exceptions are there? Bolo beta, what are the 5 exceptions? Shipping business of non-resident, then person leaving India permanently or for long time, AOP, BOI, AJP formed for short duration or purpose, person likely to transfer property to avoid tax. Then list continued business. Section 172, 174, 174A, 175, 176. Excellent. What is section 87A? Good. Only for whom? Resident individual whose total income does not exceed 5 lakh. Kitna beta rebate? 12,500 tax payable, whichever is. Excellent. 288A. Rounding off of income. 288B. Rounding off of tax. Excellent. 115BB. 115BB. Unexplained incomes, unexplained investments, unexplained expenditure. See that tax rate is 60% plus surcharge 25, cess 4%. Effective rate 78%. Correct, my dear friends? Good. 112. Long term capital gain general rate. Kitna beta? 20%. On amount exceeding? Nothing. Be careful. Don't get confused. Only get convinced. 112A. Long-term capital gain on sale of equity shares or units of equity-oriented fund or units of business trust through recognized stock exchange on which STT is paid will tax at the rate of 10% on amount exceeding. Very good. Same case short-term beta. 111A. Tax rate is 15%. Story is the same. Clear na beta? Good. Then my dear friends, tell me what is the answer for section 224. Super. Section 14. Smart here, you guys have revised very good. GTI, what are the 5 heads of income? PGBP, capital gains, other sources. And all 5 together we call it as GTI. Reduced deduction under chapter 6A. And there are 2 types of deduction. Deduction based on payment, deduction based on income. Deduction based on payment directly we will reduce. Income, take it as income, then take it as deduction. Balance will be total income. On the total income, we'll calculate tax liability. That's it, my dear friends? Yes, exactly. I have a question. What is section 80 TTA?
Interest on savings bank deposit.
Kitna interest deduction? 10,000 or amount, whichever is lower. Please don't tell your brain directly 10,000 beta. That will again trouble you. Getting my point, no? Yes, sir. Interest or 10,000, whichever is lower. Correct, my dear friends? Yes, sir. Exactly. Then, what is section 80C? डिडक्शन बहुत सारे इसमें. इसका मैक्सिमम लिमिट कितना है बेटा? 1,50,000. इतना तो याद है ना? बाकी चीज में पढ़ाऊंगा आपको जब डिडक्शन में जाऊंगा, पढ़ाऊंगा, टेंशन मत लो. ठीक है? आर यू ऑल क्लियर सो फार? चलो माय डियर फ्रेंड, व्हाट इज सेक्शन 61?
बेसिक कंडीशन फॉर रेजिडेंशियल स्टेटस, एडिशनल कंडीशन फॉर इंडिविजुअल. 6
हाँ, मैं लिखा नहीं ना. बेसिक कंडीशन कितने?
2.
स्पेशल केस कितने? 3 स्पेशल केस में कॉमन पॉइंट क्या है? Indian citizen, smart boy. Third wala point क्या? Indian citizen, person of Indian origin who comes to India for a visit during previous year. He will become a resident only if he satisfies first condition. Or the story of second modified story will come if total income
exceeds other than foreign sources.
Total income other than foreign sources more than 15 lakh. Perfection. Clear, no? Simple, please. So the perfection is very, very important. I believe a lot in perfection. The reason being very simple, sir. I mean, I learned this word perfection a lot in my school itself, because when I was in a school, I had actually had a lot of flair towards mathematics, but I never liked science much. That is the reason why I came to commerce primarily. I came to commerce without any thought about CA, but somebody told me CA is good. मैं सोचा ठीक है 2 ही लेटर है कर लेते. That's how I started my career of CA. Simple. I joined just by chance, but after joining I became super serious and I've done it. But when I was in school, I was so much passionate towards mathematics, and I got a final exam was conducted, and I got a score of 99.5. Other friend of mine got 100. Slightly disappointed that, why did I miss that half mark? In my class about 60 people are there, and my rank was about 38 or 39. बाकी सब्जेक्ट में 40, 45, 55. अरे I told you very clear, you know. अब ये मत सोचो 19.5 मतलब सर आप तो पे सर, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है बेटा. In school I got a score of 74%. That's it. In schooling I am pretty sure all your percentage could be higher than me. I just got 74%. Intermediate CA में आने के बाद, especially after CA intro only, during CA intro only I became super serious, thinking that yes, मैंने ये path choose किया तो मुझे करना ही है. Foundation also I did not done. ये all first attempt only. I became CA at 21.5. So yeah, inter both groups at a time. Final I wrote group wise. Inter both group at a time I wrote. Final I wrote group wise, and 21.5 is when I finished my CA. And after 6 months I finished my CMA also. So I'm a CA and CMA both. So before that, actually मेरे बारे में बोलना नहीं था, मुझे कुछ और बोलना था आपको, वो सुनो. When I wrote the mathematics exam, I got 90.5. My friend got 100. No. So I was like, यार क्या हो रहा है यार? I went to the faculty and told, sir छोटा mistake है, 19.5 है ना sir, round off कर दो sir 100. He told, Shiva, एक चीज याद रख ले. If you want me to round off, I will round off to 99, but I will not round off to 100. If I round off to 100, there is a difference between being an expert, not being an expert. If I give you 100, it is not justice to you. It is injustice to somebody who is an expert. You are not an expert. You have to accept that you are not an expert. Half is also a mark. What is lost is lost. That statement went so deep into my brain, where I felt every mark is important, every half mark is important, every step of our life can make a difference. And in my life only I've seen, being in teaching for last more than 10 years, having trained close to more than some 20,000 students, 21,000 students I trained, and I realized a lot of people, different kind of students I've seen. Some of them too much aggressive, some of them too much sad people, dukhi atma, sab milte matlab. Alag types of students we keep meeting. One student was extremely talented. This boy has got 59, 58, 59, 38. Understood? Final level, one more student I saw. He got a score of 59, 58, 59, 39. अगर एक मार्क कोई सब्जेक्ट में आता है, एग्जामिशन आता है, एक मार्क इसमें आता है तो ग्रुप खत्म. If you ask that student what is the value of 1 mark, he will tell. That is when I also felt that every subject, every concept, every topic, every line, every section is very important. We can't leave anything. क्योंकि एक पॉइंट गया तो एक मार्क गया. Correct, no? Imagine one provision you left, which you did not study. All subjects you passed. Total you got 198. And that question came in exam for 2 marks. वो भी लिखते तो 2 मार्क आते तो 200 होते थे ना. Okay, that's all. Enough of motivation. We'll talk again. Next, 6(1)(a). Deemed resident कितना कंडीशन है बेटा? हाँ 3 बोलो क्या है? He is a citizen of India. Second, क्या 15 lakh? His total income other than foreign sources is more than. Next, third condition. He is not liable to pay tax in any other country. That was too much actually. 6(6). बोलो अभी. 6(2)(6)(6).
For
HUF 6(2)(6)(4). Others, AOP, BOI, firm, LLP. 6(3) beta. What are 2 types of company? Indian company, foreign company. Indian company, what will happen? Always a resident. Foreign company? Resident only if control and management is only in India. Section 5. Wonderful. Scope of total income. What are the 2 types of income? Indian income and foreign income. Indian income, what will happen?
Indian income
Taxable for all. Foreign income. Taxable only for ROR and also for RNOR in two cases. Business income which is controlled wholly or partly from India. Professional income which is
Set up in India.
super, very good. Section 7.
Accrued, deemed to be accrued.
Deemed to be arise.
Received, sorry, deemed to be received in India.
Deemed to be received in India. Yeah, the employer contribution more than 12% of salary. सर ये सब बात कर रहे थे हम. Good. Section 9. Deemed to occur as in India. I'll ask you one, two more questions. Tell me the answer. 10-7.
The IPS officer,
Good.
paid by Indian.
What is that paid?
The salary
Not salary, man.
purpose is that allowances pay.
Wonderful. Very good answer. Allowances, now I'll put it in proper language. Allowances purpose is paid by government of India to an Indian citizen who is working outside India. That is example of section 10-7. That's it. So getting clarity, everybody? That's all. Matter is over. That's the revision what I wanted to do for 5-10 minutes. Done. Can I proceed? So before I proceed, next topic we'll discuss about income from house property. But before that, I want to take little bit of your time on discussion about some small cute discussion called agricultural income. Well, a lot of people keep doing mistake in the exam because 2 to 4 marks will come suddenly in the exam, which comes as a surprise. Okay? I will focus on special areas which I want your answer. Think properly, think carefully and tell me the answer. Listen carefully. Sir, there is one person. I'll make you write the points. It's not there, leave it off. There was a person, Mr. A. Okay, man. He has got 10 acres of land. He has given the land on rent to one person, Mr. B. And the land is given on rent for agricultural purpose. Possible?
Yes, sir.
So speak out.
Yes, sir.
And this man is paying a rent of 3 lakh rupees. Is this agricultural income? Question number 1. Okay. Answer I didn't tell. I'll tell. One person, Mr. X. Okay, man. This man has got 1 acre land along with farmhouse. I mean, today's date, there is generation people, I mean, we all, since we all belong to the same generation, we all actually spoiled that name of farmhouse because originally the farmhouse meaning is a place where farmer stays or farmer stores. Correct? Farmer stays or farmer stores. But today's the meaning of farmhouse has got changed where people have started saying that farmhouse is a place where we will do party, enjoy, rap, dance, whatnot. But the actual meaning of the farmhouse is not that. The actual meaning of farmhouse is what? Place where farmer stays or stores. Correct, my dear friends? Exactly. I hope we are clear, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Now, my question to you, there is 1 acre of land given along with farmhouse to one person, Mr. Y, for agricultural purpose. Come on, for what purpose it is given, my dear friends? Agricultural purpose. And Mr. Y is paying a rent of 1 lakh rupees. How much rent is paying, sir? 1 lakh. Very good. Now my first question to you, is this agricultural income? Is this agricultural income? Adit, क्या लग रहा है? First is agricultural income? Everybody? Any different thoughts? No? Agricultural income only? Okay, perfect. Excellent answer. Agricultural income. So what they told in the law is agricultural income does not just cover income of the cultivator but also cover the income of landlord who has given the agricultural land on rent for agricultural purposes. I'll make you write that point, don't worry. Agricultural income does not just cover income of landlord but also cover the income of cultivator who has given agricultural land on rent for agriculture purpose. If he has given agricultural land for shooting of a film in India, let's say when South Indian film is being shot, where hero is running behind the heroine and when background music is coming with some song, then it's not agricultural income. So getting clarity?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Next, I have one more question. Before you answer second question, I will ask you in between one question. Shivateja has got 20 buffaloes with me. 20 buffaloes. Daily morning, milking of the buffalo or milking of the cow and selling the milk. That's called milking of the cow. Correct, my dear friends? Yeah, I'm milking the buffalo and cow and I'm selling that milk. What's wrong? Every activity is activity only. Due respect to every activity, right? So milking of the cow and buffalo and I'm selling that milk. Is it agricultural income?
Sir, yes, sir, it is if processed and all that, then
Wonderful. Answer is no. Agriculture income covers only income which is generated from the land. It does not cover dairy farming. Pisciculture, we don't call fishiculture, it's called pisciculture. Aquaculture, all this will not come under agricultural activity. Floriculture will come under agricultural activity because flowers come from the land. You're getting my point? That buffaloes, cows is called as dairy farming. Dairy farming will not come under agricultural activity. You're getting my point, everybody? Speak out. Next, one more question to you. That is, Shivateja, what I've done is, I'm going to a forest. I'm going to a forest. Whatever interesting trees I'm finding, I'm cutting the trees. I'll not do that example. Okay? I'm cutting the trees, which have grown just like that. Nobody has done anything. The trees have grown just like that. So possible, no?
yes, sir.
There are some trees which will grow just like that without anything. Example, money plant. So money plant is a creeper tree being done. So I went to forest, cut one tree, sold the tree, got 5 lakhs. Is it agriculture income? What do you think? Why Adit? Why no? सर आपने कुछ किया ही नहीं, ऐसा क्या? ठीक है, अगर मेरा खुद का ही लैंड है, I have my own land in which I don't do anything, but one plant has come. ठीक है ना? That plant I have cut and sold. अभी बोलो, मेरा own land है, खुद का है. I think that point you don't know, I guess. ठीक है, I'll tell the answer. Answer is, it is not an agriculture income. Because to call it as agriculture income, there are 2 important conditions. Condition number 1, person must perform basic operation. Person must also perform subsequent operation. Basic operation means sowing, plowing, seeding. Subsequent means cutting, tending, pruning, watering, watering, what do you call that? That chemicals, fertilizers, everything they use it now, my dear friends. So some operation should be performed on the land. Then only you call it as an agricultural income. If he sells trees of a spontaneous growth, then it is not regarded as agricultural income. You're getting my point? Chalo, coming back to the last question. What is this? Answer for this. Farmhouse. Is it agricultural income? Definitely answer is yes. Provided the farmhouse is used by the farmer for the purpose of staying or storing. Perfect. That is the answer. So clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
Put the idea in your book, agricultural income. I'll make you write some points first. Then I'll proceed. Put the heading, but agricultural income. So why is this agricultural income topic so important? Why do you think I'm focusing on this topic? I can tell you directly, guys, you study what is there in that kuch bhi nahi hai. Agricultural income is exempt from tax in India. You know that, no?
Yes, yes, sir.
But there is some indirect route how government is playing.
Yes, sir.
What is that indirect concept? We'll talk. Chalo, look at first point. Heading taken agricultural income?
Yes, sir.
Right on first point. In general, agricultural income from a land in India. So this is very, very important. Agricultural income from a land in India. Underline karo beta. Land in India. If the agricultural land is in Japan, Korea, it becomes taxable. Exam mein ek baar question aaya tha. Agricultural income from a land in Uganda. Student told agricultural income is exempt. Bhaiya taxable hai wo. Agricultural income is exempt only when the land is in India. Uganda is not in India. Come on. Agricultural income from a land in India is, sorry, what did I say? In general, agricultural income from land in India is exempt. Under section 10 कौन सा? 10-10 ग्रेचुइटी है बेटा, 10-10 ए पेंशन बेटा, 10-10 डबल ए अच्छा लीव सैलरी है बेटा, वो 10-10 बी रिट्रेंचमेंट है बेटा, 10-2 शेयर ऑफ इनकम फ्रॉम HUF. और कुछ ऑप्शंस? 10-1 that is the answer. First provision of exemption is agriculture income only. At least that way you remember. अरे इंडिया में एग्रीकल्चर बैकबोन है यार. यार कितना भी मेहनत करो, आप हो या मैं हो, कोई भी हो, अल्टीमेटली फूड. We should always be thankful to farmer. Whatever pav bhaji we are eating or any food we are eating, that is also coming from vegetables, and vegetables are grown by somebody. Correct? No? I ate pav bhaji, that's why I gave that example. Anyways, you got the point here, no? So कौन सा सेक्शन एग्रीकल्चर इनकम का? 10-1. That's why I waited for 1 minute so that you will recollect all sections. Then your brain tell, "Chi, those are all sections गलत है." कौन सा है सेक्शन नंबर 10-1? Clear है? 10-1 is agriculture income from land in India. Next point. Agriculture in order. Wait. Sorry. First, let me write this. In order to regard an income as agricultural income, in order to regard income as agricultural income, person must perform. In order to regard income as agricultural income, person must perform basic and subsequent operation. पहले कुछ करना चाहिए, उसके बाद भी कुछ करना चाहिए. बिना कुछ करे आ गया बोले तो एग्रीकल्चर इनकम नहीं होता, वो उसको मेहनत करना पड़ेगा. Person must perform basic and subsequent operation. Next point. Agricultural income not only covers the income of landlord. Agricultural income not only covers the income of the agricultural income not only covers the income of the cultivator. Remove that word landlord, that we'll add later. First let's write cultivator. Agricultural income not only covers the income of cultivator but also covers the income of landlord. Who has given the agricultural land on rent. Who has given the agricultural land on rent for agricultural purposes. Who has given the agricultural land on rent for agricultural purposes. Clear, my dear friends? Next point. It also covers income from letting out of farmhouse. It also covers income from letting out of what, sir? Farmhouse. That is a place where how do you rate that is? IE, please. That is a place where farmer stays or क्या बेटा? Stores agricultural produce. Generally staying place is called as a dwelling house. That's what they call it. Heard this word dwelling house? How good? Dwelling, DWELLING. Dwelling means where he is staying. Clear beta? Done. Story is not yet over. नीचे एक point लिखो. Income from, next point. Write point wise, no, write point wise. Income from sale of trees. Income from sale of trees of spontaneous growth. income from sale of trees of spontaneous growth is not regarded as agricultural income. कुछ किए नहीं ना? करेक्ट आदित? यस. तो डायरी फार्मिंग एग्रीकल्चर इनकम क्यों नहीं बना, समझ गए ना? देयर इज नो बेसिक सब्सिक्वेंट ऑपरेशन व्हाट वी आर डूइंग. लैंड पे कुछ कर रहे ही नहीं, बस सुबह मिल्किंग कर रहे तो एग्रीकल्चर थोड़ी ना होगा वो. पोटैटोस, टोमेटोस, सर इज पोटैटो an agriculture product? Potato, tomato, apples, mangoes, vegetables, fruits, rice. No. Rice is not agricultural product. Paddy is agriculture product. Paddy is taken to a rice mill and they remove that husk, then do that coating, then that become a rice. Extra coating becomes a white rice, normal coating becomes a brown rice. Understood? Both important, eh? To know the difference between paddy and rice. In income tax also, GST also. Exemption list also makes a difference. Okay? Come back. Now, my question to you. Heard of something called nursery? LKG?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
What is nursery?
Selling of plants and
Saplings. Basically, they display saplings and sell. What is saplings, by the way? Small plants. Do you think they grow plants in nursery? Actually, no. They basically bring a big plant, convert that into small saplings and sell it off. Correct, friends? They have clarified that income from sale of saplings or seedlings grown in a nursery is regarded as agricultural income, even though basic operation is not performed. लैंड पे कुछ कर रहे क्या? नहीं. बड़ा प्लांट लेके आकर उसमें से एक एक पीस छोटा छोटा, मतलब स्मॉल पैकेट्स वी टेक, वी क्रिएट दैट प्लास्टिक कंटेंट, outer we create that what do you call that mud content, put a small plant, tree will small coming. Sapling is a small plant only, no? Right now. Very, very important point. Came in exam for MCQ. Income from saplings or seedlings. Income from saplings or seedlings grown in a nursery. Income from saplings or seedlings grown in a nursery shall be regarded as agricultural income. Shall be regarded as agricultural income. Income from saplings or seedlings grown in a nursery shall be regarded as agricultural income, even though basic operations are not performed. Even though basic operations are not performed. So practically हम बोलते basic operation मतलब plowing, seeding, होता है ना यार? I don't know whether you worked in the farm or not, but generally that's the basic thing what they do, no? I also didn't work, but पिक्चर देख के तो सीखते ना थोड़ा तो. जब तक सीड्स डाल दिए तब तक बेसिक बोलेंगे, उसके बाद का पूरा सब्सिक्वेंट ऑपरेशन ही है. ग्रो होने के बाद कटिंग, टेंडिंग, प्रूनिंग, ट्रिमिंग, ये वाला नहीं. प्लांट्स को ट्रिम करते हैं ना सर, दे यूज दैट रोटेटर एंड डू दैट ट्रिमिंग एक्टिविटी. राइट. एनीवेज, आई डोंट नो दैट मच, बट व्हाटएवर आई नो आई टोल्ड यू. एनीवेज, आई मीन एग्रीकल्चर प्रैक्टिकली. इधर तक क्लियर है बेटा? एवरीबॉडी? Now I have a question. That is, in the law, they clearly told that agricultural land. How do you define a word agricultural land? Agricultural land is a land which is regarded as agricultural land as per the municipal records. Correct, no? So there is a municipal record, no?
yes, sir.
Municipality, town. इस एक्सप्लेनेशन वही आ रहा हूं मैं. Agricultural land, there are two types of agricultural land. Wow. Rural agricultural land, urban agricultural land. And law told sale of urban agricultural land is taxable, but sale of rural agricultural land is not taxable. So it is very, very important to know what is the definition of this word rural agricultural land and urban agricultural land. And they are beautifully defined in the law. Rural agricultural land is a land which is not an urban agricultural land. Urban agricultural land is a land. Sir, वो भी not a rural बोले तो फिर कैसा हो गया यार? Urban agriculture, rural agricultural land is a land which is not an urban agricultural land. Then what is urban agricultural land? Any idea? Limits है, क्या है limits? सिटी के रेंज में, क्या रेंज में? पॉपुलेशन है, कुछ है, इंडस्ट्रियल एरिया है, वो कुछ आइडिया नहीं है. ठीक है सर. हर सिटी, हर टाउन, हर विलेज, देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड municipal border, my dear friends. Technically called as municipality. Correct, my dear friends? If the land is within the municipal border, and population is not less than 10,000, but greater or equal to 10,000, then we call that land as urban agricultural land. सर बहुत जरूरी है अर्बन रूरल क्लासिफाई करना, बिकॉज अर्बन बेचेंगे तो टैक्स आएगा, रूरल बेचेंगे तो टैक्स नहीं आएगा. नेक्स्ट, लैंड इज विद इन 2 kilometers फ्रॉम वेयर? फ्रॉम म्युनिसिपालिटी बॉर्डर. म्युनिसिपालिटी वी कॉल इट एज. करेक्ट माय डियर फ्रेंड्स? एंड पॉपुलेशन इज ग्रेटर देन 10,000, then also we call it as urban agricultural land. Sir, I hope you are understanding.
Yes, sir.
Everybody, are we clear with this point, everyone? Yes. Story is not yet over. Land is within 6 kilometers. Land is within, कितना बेटा? 6 kilometers of a municipality and population is more than 1 lakh. समझ रहे आप मेरी बात? Next. I will ask you 2 questions. Think properly and tell. There is a municipal border there. Distance from municipal border to my land, is 5 kilometers. How much kilometers? 5. And population is 50,000. Rural or urban? Rural. Excellent. Rural. Rural. So correct, my dear friends. 5 kilometers, 5 lakhs. 5 kilometers, 70,000. $70,000. रूरल. अरे क्या यार बोलो यार? 1 kilometer, 1 lakh. अर्बन. 1 kilometer, 1,000. रूरल. Exactly. 1 kilometer, 90,000. Urban. Because one means within 2. Population is more than 10,000. हो गया यार बात? सर बोलो बेटा. And last point, within 8 kilometers and population is more than 10 lakhs. Now the question to you. My land is 7 kilometers from municipality. How many kilometers? 7 kilometers from municipality. Population 7 lakhs. Rural. 7 kilometers, 70 lakh. 7 kilometers, 70 lakh. Urban. 7 kilometers, 7 crores. बोलो बेटा. Urban. 8 kilometers, 80 lakh. Urban. 8 kilometers, 8 crore. 9 kilometers, 9 crores. Rural. Once I say after 8 kilometers, whatever is the population, still it becomes a rural agricultural land. You are getting my point? 2 points, then I will close this. Point number 1. This population we will see as per latest census. And the last census was done in 2011. Every 10 years once they do. 21 they were supposed to do, but they have not done it because of COVID reasons and all. Next time they might do in 31. By the time they do it, high probability that India will cross China. Not technology, population. Is that clear now? Yes, sir. Exactly. One more interesting point. Sir, do we have lot of one-ways in places? Lot of places we have got so many one-ways? Yes. Especially in this place, in this city, not normal one-ways. And there are some bridges only car should go. There are some bridges only bikes can go. There are some routes only one way can go. What not? Already paid lot of challans. Anyways, so getting back to my point, everybody. Now my question to you. If I have to go from one place to another place, when I open Google Maps, it shows some distance, either by car or by bike or by walk. Correct? When, let's say, from X point to Y point, it shows the road distance, my dear friends. Speak out. But law says, please follow shortest aerial distance. One of the crazy point used by them. समझ रहे आप मेरी बात? Sir, in Punjab, there is one place called Jalandhar. Lot of mountain areas it is. So from one mountain to other mountain, if you have to go by road, it takes 12-13 kilometers. But if you go by air, it is only 5-6 kilometers. समझ रहे आप मेरी बात? And lock they in the provision they clearly told, don't see shortest road distance, please see shortest aerial distance. So we are not going to see distance by road, we will see distance by air. Such a crazy point. Clear? That's it. Very important. Why very important? Why very important? Sale of rural agricultural land is kya beta? Not taxable. But if urban agricultural land is sold, it becomes a taxable. So it is very important to know what is a urban agricultural land. And don't try to take too much of effort to remember this. Okay? Simple, I'll make you write. But I just scroll so that you will not see there. Listen, land is within the municipality, population is not less than 10,000. Urban, within 2 kilometers, more than 10,000. Within 6 kilometers, more than 1 lakh. Within 8 kilometers, more than, after 8 कितना भी भैया population हो, कैसे भी rural बनेगा वो. Getting my point? And we'll see population as per latest census, which question only will tell you. And you will see shortest. हो गया concept. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Done. Take it, please. Important. Within the municipality border के अंदर ये लैंड 10,000 कम हो तो रूरल हो जाएगा फिर. या दोनों कंडीशन है सर, ये सब एंड है, सारे के सारे एंड ही है, बोथ कंबाइंड कंडीशंस. हाँ, अगर कोई भी फेल होगा तो रूरल बन जाएगा, रूरल होगा मतलब टैक्स नहीं आएगा। सर अपन एग्रीकल्चर इनकम की बात नहीं कर रहे, एग्रीकल्चर इनकम कैन कम फ्रॉम अर्बन लैंड और रूरल लैंड, डजंट मैटर, बट वी टॉकिंग अबाउट सेल ऑफ द लैंड। व्हेन वी आर सेलिंग, it's a rural land, not taxable. Urban land, it is taxable. If it's agriculture income, it can come from rural land, it can come from urban land, it doesn't matter. समझ रहे आप मेरी बात? Sir, can I proceed? Right. Now listen. Two more important concepts in agriculture income, then we can close this. The two more important concepts are like this. First, sir, just now I told you that agriculture income is primarily exempt. Under which section? 1. Imagine there is one person, Mr. X. He has got 25 lakhs agricultural income. और कुछ भी इनकम नहीं है, पर एग्रीकल्चर इनकम 25 लाख है साल का. Possible, no? There are people who are making a lot of money in agriculture also. But the percentage is less. Who are losing is more, who are gaining is less, whatever it is. But there are people who are gaining also, no? One person is doing agriculture, he is making 25 lakhs per annum. Should he pay any tax? Speak out. एग्रीकल्चर इनकम है पूरा का पूरा 25 लाख है, कुछ टैक्स आएगा? ठीक है. 2.5 करोड़ है, कुछ टैक्स आएगा? 25 करोड़ है, नहीं आएगा. It doesn't matter how much ever is the income, still it is exempt. When exempt means exempt, this is not exempt up to certain limit. How much ever is agriculture income, everything is exempt. But these crazy people brought an interesting concept called partial integration. This is a way government is trying to collect more tax. What they told is, this story of partial integration will apply only when agriculture income is more than 5,000 per annum. Agriculture income more than 5,000 per annum, and non-agriculture income is more than basic exemption limit. समझ में आए सर? अगर ये दो है तभी ये कॉन्सेप्ट अप्लाई होगा. अगर एक बंदे के पास सिर्फ एग्रीकल्चर इनकम है, will the story come into picture? If a person has got only non-agriculture income, will the story come into picture? Speak out. Now what happens in the law is that they told, please do some process. That is, step 1, calculate tax on agriculture income plus non-agriculture income. Step 2, calculate tax on agriculture income plus basic exemption limit. What is basic exemption limit? 2.5 lakh, 3 lakh or 5 lakh, as the case may be. Normal, senior, super senior. Then step 3, 1 minus 2. Step 4, surcharge if any. ये तो आएगा ही आएगा. सरचार्ज इफ एनी, अगर 50 लाख के 1 करोड़ के ऊपर गया तो बेटा बराबर ना? नाउ लिसन, द आइडिया ऑफ दिस गवर्नमेंट इन ब्रिंगिंग पार्शियल इंटीग्रेशन. लिसन, सो फॉर एग्जांपल, वन पर्सन, मिस्टर ए, दिस मैन हैज गॉट agriculture income 1 lakh, non-agriculture income let us say 3 lakh, and this gentleman age is 34 years. अब मुझे बोलो बेटा, is agriculture income more than 5,000 per annum? दोस्तों बोलो ना यार, agriculture income more than 5,000 per annum. Is non-agriculture income more than basic exemption limit? वो भी ऐसे, ये भी ऐसे. partial integration नहीं आएगा? आएगा. अब सुनो सर, if I solve the question without partial integration, without what? Agricultural income will be exempt, and non-agricultural income, what will happen? 50,000 का 5% कितना होगा बेटा? 2,500. रिबेट छोड़ दो, साइड में रखो रिबेट, सब बराबर है, इतना आएगा. डन. अगर समझो आई डू पार्शियल इंटीग्रेशन, इफ आई डू पार्शियल इंटीग्रेशन, क्या करेंगे बेटा? स्टेप 1, टैक्स ऑन एग्रीकल्चरल इनकम प्लस नॉन एग्रीकल्चरल इनकम, मतलब कितना होगा? टैक्स ऑन 4 लाख, बराबर है? कितना आ रहा है? 1.5 लाख का 5% यार, 7,500, 7,500, सिंपल यार, बोलो यार. Now tell me, what is step 2? Tax on agricultural income plus basic exemption limit, which is 3.5 lakh, which is 5,000. So 2.5 लाख तक जीरो है यार, 1 लाख का 5% है, कितना होगा बेटा? 5,000. स्टेप 3 क्या है बेटा? स्टेप 1 माइनस स्टेप 2, 7,500 माइनस 5,000, कितना है बेटा? 2,500. दोनों में सेम आया है, यस और नो? तो फिर ये क्यों लेके आए पार्शियल इंटीग्रेशन? सर आप मेरा पॉइंट समझे क्या? सर आई रिपीट अगेन, इफ अ पर्सन हैज गॉट ओनली एग्रीकल्चर इनकम, tax will be what? 0. And in law they are telling, boss, we will apply one special concept called partial integration when two conditions are satisfied, and the two conditions are agriculture income is more than 5,000 per annum and non-agriculture income is more than basic exemption limit, and this story will apply only for individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, BJP नहीं, AJP. करेक्ट है ना यार? लॉजिक सिंपल है इसके पीछे. कॉर्पोरेट सोसाइटी को, कंपनी को अप्लाई इसलिए नहीं कर रहे बिकॉज फॉर देम देयर इज नो बेसिक एग्जेम्पशन लिमिट. फर्म का सीधा 30%, कंपनी का या तो 30% या 25%. बेसिक एग्जेम्पशन लिमिट कुछ है क्या? इसके लिए उनको अप्लाई नहीं कर रहे. अब मेरा क्वेश्चन आपको यह है कि मैंने आपको एक एग्जांपल दिया है, अगर आपने पार्शियल इंटीग्रेशन अप्लाई नहीं किया तो टैक्स कितना है बेटा? 2,500 रुपया है. अगर अप्लाई भी किया है तो कितना आ रहा है? तो ये कॉन्सेप्ट लेके क्यों आए फिर? कुछ तो फंडा होगा ना इसके पीछे. Some logic should have been there, no? When a government पुकार में तुम्हें कॉन्सेप्ट लेके आएंगे कुछ. Now listen. Listen to example 2. Everything I'll make you write, and I'll also give a question which you have to solve. Okay? Example 2. Agricultural income 2 lakhs. Non-agricultural income 4 lakh. ठीक है? Tell me बेटा, without PI मतलब what will happen? Tax on agricultural income will be 0. Tax on non-agricultural income will be 1.5 लाख का 5%, 7,500. बेटा बराबर है? 1.5 लाख का 5% कितना होगा बेटा? 7,500. But other side, if I apply partial integration, अरे बहुत मैथमेटिकल गेम खेले हमसे अपने से ये लोग. स्टेप 1, टैक्स ऑन व्हाट बेटा? एग्रीकल्चर इनकम प्लस नॉन एग्रीकल्चर इनकम. कितना है बेटा? 6 lakhs. ऑन 6 lakhs 2.5 लाख तक जीरो है. 2.5 से 5 लाख, 5% 12,500. 1 लाख का 20% 20,000. 20,000 12,500 विल बिकम 32,500. चेक कर लो चाहिए तो. नेक्स्ट स्टेप 2, tax on agriculture income plus basic exemption limit, which is tax on 4.5 lakh, which is 2 lakhs into 5%, which comes to 10,000. बराबर है? बोलो. डिफरेंस कितना है बेटा? 22,500. अगर पार्शियल इंटीग्रेशन अप्लाई नहीं करते तो कितना आता था? बाय अप्लाइंग पार्शियल इंटीग्रेशन हाउ मच टैक्स हैज बिकम? टैक्स बढ़ा है नहीं बढ़ा? Now I'll tell the logical reason here. It's a pure mathematical game. नहीं यार, सुनो mathematical game क्या है इधर? In the first example, when agriculture income was 1 lakh, non-agriculture income is 3 lakh. If you ignore non-agriculture income and see 3 lakh figure, 2.5 से 5 लाख तक तो 5% ही टैक्स है. 3 लाख को आप जब 1 लाख ऐड करोगे तभी भी वो 4 लाख ही बनाए. Even then it is still in your 5% bracket only. Even then it is still in a 5% bracket only. Now in this example, non-agriculture income is 4 lakh. When you add agriculture income, non-agriculture income, 4 plus 2 became 6 lakh. From 5% slab, you are jumping into 20% slab. Automatically your tax will go up. समझ रहे आप मेरी बात? Lot of people in India started shouting, telling, nonsense! Indirectly you are taxing agriculture income? छोड़ रहे आप लोग. Emotional हो गए लोग. And government don't like emotions and feelings. They want only sections and subsections. Government replied, one dialogue. We are not taxing agricultural income. The idea of partial integration is not to tax agricultural income, but to tax non-agricultural income at higher rates. डायलॉग सुने उनका, भैया हमको एग्रीकल्चर इनकम टैक्स नहीं करना है, नॉन एग्रीकल्चर इनकम को ज्यादा रेट पे टैक्स करने के लिए हमने ये कॉन्सेप्ट लेके आया. आप बोल रहे छोड़े, आप लोग छोड़, हम क्यों है, कर मत बाकी कम, सिर्फ एग्रीकल्चर कर, टैक्स जीरो है, 2.5 करोड़ जीरो है, 25 करोड़ जीरो है, जितना करो उतना करो जीरो है. यू आर गेटिंग माई पॉइंट सर? आई होप यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग एवरीबडी. स्पीक आउट. Pakka, my dear friends. You have to understand the practical concepts very clearly here. I hope this concept is making sense. When will this story come into picture, partial integration? Only when agriculture income is more than 5,000 per annum. Non-agriculture income is more than basic exemption limit. Clear? Once upon a time, Shivateja also had both agriculture income and non-agriculture income. मैं करता था ये सब, मुझे अप्लाई होता था ये सब. But since last 2 years, I don't have agriculture income. I gifted all my agricultural lands to my mother. I have 2-3 acres of land near Hyderabad. That 2-3 acres of land I gifted to my mother. My mother has only agriculture income now. She doesn't have anything, and she is not paying any tax. उनको टैक्स आएगा क्या कुछ? Because she has what income? She gets close to about 3 to 3.5 lakhs per annum agriculture income. Does she pay any tax? If it becomes 3.5 become 35 lakhs, will she pay any tax? अगर मेरे हाथ में आ गया तो partial integration step 1, step 2, step 3, समझ गए ना? That's all. Sir, I hope this concept is clear for all of you. What do you call this concept as? Partial integration. And the story will come into picture only when agriculture income is more than 5,000 per annum, non-agriculture income is more than basic exemption limit. The whole idea of the government is they are just trying to play a mathematical game so as to tax more. And if a person has got only agriculture income, बेटा हम तेरे को टच ही नहीं करेंगे, तुम्हारा टैक्स जीरो हो जाएगा, एंजॉय करो. Sir, clear है? Everybody, sir, take it. Very interesting. समझ में आया ना बेटा कॉन्सेप्ट? क्यों? आई डोंट हैव एनी एग्रीकल्चर इनकम, कुछ नहीं मेरे पास, सिर्फ नॉन एग्रीकल्चर इनकम है. समझ गए ना वो भी क्यों? हाँ. Say done. Done beta? Wait, is it? Take this example also. दोस्तों हो गया? चलो गिव अ क्वेश्चन प्लीज सॉल्व. कंप्यूट टैक्स लायबिलिटी ऑफ मिस्टर एक्स. बेटा लिखो ना प्लीज. कंप्यूट टैक्स लायबिलिटी ऑफ मिस्टर एक्स 866. कंप्यूट टैक्स लायबिलिटी ऑफ मिस्टर एक्स 866. Assuming his agricultural income, is 14 lakh, 14 lakhs, and non-agricultural income is 12 lakhs, 12 lakh. That's it. करो बेटा, 2 minute time. Quick. Come on, get me the answer. 2 minutes time. You need not do without partial integration. That was only for understanding, I told. You have to do only what? Partial integration. That's it. Without partial integration is not required. That is only for understanding, I told. You have to do only with partial integration. हो गया बेटा? क्या है आंसर? 1,40,400, 280,800. सीधा डबल ही आया उनको आपका. यस दोस्त, क्या है आंसर आपका? How do you do this? First we'll start with step 1, tax on agriculture income plus non-agriculture income. How much is the total figure?
26 lakhs.
Tax on 26 lakhs. How much is the figure?
5,90,000.
उधर ही गड़बड़ हो गया आपका. हाँ, 10 लाख तक तो इनकम कितना होगा? 1 लाख आएगा. 1 लाख का 10,000 and 16 lakh 30%, 480 plus 110, 590, perfect. Sir, Casio, Citizen, whichever company it is, answer should remain same. Step 2, tax on agriculture income plus basic exemption limit, 17 lakh. 3 lakhs? Excellent. Step 3,
1 minus 2.
कितना बेटा?
2,70,000.
That's it. Step 4,
HEC at the rate
4%. कितना बेटा 4%?
10,800.
That's it. So answer is 2,80,800. क्या कर दिया बेटा आप? टैक्स कैलकुलेशन गड़बड़ हो गया? सीनियर सिटीजन नो, 3 लाख. 2,500 फर्क पड़ेगा ना? कैसे है 2,500? 5,000 का फर्क है, 5% टैक्स है. 2,500 will make a difference. That's it. Agriculture income story is this, subject to one small important concept. Then only I can complete agriculture income. क्या है बेटा? What is it? बोलो ना. हाँ, परसेंटेज वाला. पर वो कर क्यों रहे हम? सबसे पहले कॉन्सेप्ट. नहीं यार. Sir, I'll ask you an interesting question. Okay, think properly and tell me. Heard of somebody called Brew Coffee? सुनिए ब्रांड का नाम? Right. Brew Coffee have got their own coffee plantations. Coffee comes from coffee leaves, beans. Thank you so much. Tea come from tea leaves. Clear with that, no? Is coffee beans an agriculture product? Coffee beans. The raw one. Yes. वो शेल टाइप आता है, शेल को ब्रेक करते हैं, और शेल को क्या बोलते हैं एग्जैक्ट मुझे भी नहीं पता, इसलिए मैं कॉफी बीन बोल रहा हूँ. हाँ, it works out, some process is there for that. Anyways, is tea leaves an agriculture product? Tea leaves लेंगे ना example, छोड़ो कॉफी को. Is tea leaves an agriculture product? Yes. If somebody sells tea leaves, is it agriculture income? Wonderful. I'll ask you one question now, think properly and tell me. Let's say our friend Aditya is producing, he is having tea plantation, he is sitting in Ooty, Karnataka, Ooty, too much of tea plant, Kerala, Ooty or whatever it is, or let's say he is staying in Lonavala, lot of tea plantations are there. So he has got tea plantation, he is selling tea leaves to me. Whatever income Aditya is getting, is it agricultural income?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I am converting the tea leaves into tea powder and I am selling tea powder. Is it agricultural income? Taxable also chodo yaar. Is it agricultural income? Definitely answer is no. Correct? But the biggest question which will come is, what if our friend Aditya, who is growing that tea plantation, he only converts the tea leaves into tea powder and sell the tea powder. Whatever he is getting, is it agricultural income? Partly agricultural income, partly non-agricultural income. We have to bifurcate that. And in law, they have given a fixed percentages for tea, coffee, rubber. But for all other products, some other story will come into picture. I'll give one more example. There's a brand called Balaji Chips. Okay? They have got their own plantation where they produce potatoes. Is potato an agriculture product? When they produce potato and they sell the potatoes, is it agriculture income? But the problem here is that potatoes, what they produce, they are converting that potatoes into potato chips, and then chips are being sold. Chips is not an agriculture product. But whatever income they are getting is partly agriculture income, partly non-agriculture income. Because the chips are made out of potatoes. The potatoes are produced by them only. Clear?
Yes, sir.
I'll give one more practical example. Heard of one brand called Mapro?
Yes, sir.
Very popular in Maharashtra. They have their own plantation. Do you know that? If we go towards Lonavala, we'll find huge. Heard of one more brand called Kisan? Tomato ketchup. They have got their own tomato plantation. I hope you're getting my point. So now, law has given some fixed percentages only for tea, coffee and rubber. But for all other product, they gave a different story. Yeah? We are talking about Rule 7 first. I'm writing a word called apportionment of income. Being a costing student, I don't think I need to tell you the word called what is apportionment. Segregation. Apportionment of income in case of other than tea, coffee, rubber. Apportionment of income in case of other than what, sir? Tea, coffee and rubber. Correct, my dear friends? This point came in exam so many times. Listen carefully. What they told is business income or non-agricultural income is equal to selling price of product. That means selling price of potato chips. Balaji example I'm taking. Selling price of potato chips minus fair market value of potatoes. Fair market value of what, sir? Potatoes. Minus processing cost. Processing cost is the cost incurred to convert potatoes to potato chips. Or a classic example do kya? Sugar. A lot of people who are selling sugar have got their own sugarcane plantation. They produce sugarcane. Sugarcane is agriculture product, but not sugar. And that sugarcane they process into sugar and then sell sugar. So sugarcane pata hai na? Yes, sir. Ganne, whatever you call it. So barabar na? Then, what is agricultural income? Fair market value of agricultural produce minus production cost. The word is not processing cost. The word is production cost. Production cost is the cost incurred to produce potato. Processing cost is the cost incurred to convert the potato into potato chips. Sugarcane example, to produce sugarcane, to convert sugarcane into sugar. Simple. This is a story of other than tea, coffee, rubber, which you can apply to any product, whatever you want. Any product, whatever you want. Correct, my dear friends? Sir, heard of one brand called Appy? Yes, apple juice. उनका खुद का apple plantation है. They use the same working for bifurcating between agriculture income and non-agriculture income. Because agriculture income, they don't pay tax. They pay tax only on non-agriculture income. Why agriculture income we don't pay tax? Because it is exempt. Under which section? 10(1). I don't think you'll forget in lifetime, no. 10(1). Clear, beta? Yes, sir. This is a story of which rule? 7. Rule 7, which is for other than? Tea, coffee, rubber. Now let's talk about tea, coffee, rubber. Rubber, coffee, tea. Rubber is given by Rule 7A. Coffee is given by Rule 7B. Tea is given by Rule 7C. Good. Answer is 8. Intentionally I ask so that you will remember. Yeah? 7 is for what, sir? Rubber. Rubber, they also call it as latex. Centrifugal latex, whatever they want to call, they call it. Heard this word centrifugal latex, they call it. For rubber, they directly told agriculture income is 65%. Non-agriculture income is 35%. मतलब अगर सेलिंग प्राइस 100 रुपए भैया 65 रुपीज है एग्रीकल्चर इनकम 35 रुपीज है नॉन एग्रीकल्चर इनकम दैट्स व्हाट दे डिवाइडेड fixed percentages are given in the law for only for tea, coffee and rubber, but for all other product we'll apply the principle what I told you. समझ में आ रहा है बेटा? Yes, sir. Then coffee, we have got two types of coffee. Black coffee, green coffee. No. First category is called coffee grown and cured. Second one, grown, cured, roasted and grounded. I am not a big coffee lover, but a lot of my friends who love coffee, they keep telling me that roasted coffee beans taste is different. Normal coffee beans taste is very much different. It makes a huge difference in the taste is what they say. I mean, I'm not a coffee fan because I love tea more than coffee. But anybody here coffee fans? अच्छा, रोस्टेड कॉफी बीन्स ट्राई करें क्या?
Yes sir. In fact, some people go so far कि घर में ही roasting machine डालते हैं और
अच्छा,
हफ्ते के अंदर ही खाते हैं.
ओ इज इट? तो दे गुड दैट एक्सटेंट, घर पे मशीन रख के उतना करना, ठीक है जो भी है. अरे हमको नहीं, मतलब आई एम नॉट सो क्रेजी अबाउट स्टारबक्स कॉफी एंड ऑल. आई मीन आई एम मोर क्रेजी अबाउट छोटे से जगह पे जाओ, जो भंडी पे वही कॉफी बनाते हैं, चाय बनाते हैं, कांच वाले ग्लास में पियो, जो मजा ही अलग है. साइड में एक बिस्किट मिलेगा, बस खत्म हो गया बात. पार्ले जी या वॉट एवर जी, बस हो गया इवनिंग का स्नैक्स परफेक्ट. करेक्ट नो? आज स्टारबक्स कैफे, स्टारबक्स कॉफी, दैट सेम कॉफी सेल्स, बट ही कॉल इट एज कैपुचिनो, कैफे लैटे. It's all to mint your pockets, that's it. Anyways, whatever, that's their business, due respect to them. Come on, coming back. It's all your personal choice. Agriculture income, they told 75%. Non-agriculture income 25%. अब मुझे इधर बोलो, agriculture income कम रहेगा, ज्यादा रहेगा? कम रहेगा ना? लॉजिक है ना यार? 60%. Non-agriculture income 40%. लॉजिक है यार, ज्यादा एक्टिविटी कर रहे हैं ना आप, रोस्ट भी कर रहे हैं, ग्राउंड भी कर रहे हैं, सब कुछ कर रहे हैं, तो बढ़ेगा ना नॉन एग्रीकल्चर इनकम फिर? यार बोलो यार. सो ग्रोन एंड क्योर्ड, व्हाट इज द आंसर? 75-25. ग्रोन, क्योर्ड, रोस्टेड, ग्राउंडेड. वंडरफुल. इन टी देयर आर 2 categories of tea: normal tea, lemon tea, iced tea, green tea, black tea. Like that is all practically keep with you only. Okay? Straight away they told agriculture income is 60%. Non-agriculture income is 40%. As per income tax, there are no categories in tea. इधर पीते क्या लेमन टी? नहीं क्या? अरे हमारे यहाँ बहुत चलता है लेमन टी. Anyways, without mixing that milk, the thing will be there, no, the tea thing. In that we add little bit of lemon, ginger, and then drink. That will actually clean your body. It works as a detox. We say no detox. I mean, जो कचरा हम जो खाते हैं रोज सुबह से शाम तक, थोड़ा सा साफ करता है कचरे को. Anyways, keeping that story aside, forget all that green tea, black tea and all. There is nothing called black tea, green tea here in income tax. Tea is tea. Coffee? दो क्या है? Grown and cured. Grown, cured, roasted, grounded. That's it. That's the end of story for agricultural income. High possibility 2 marks can come in exam. 4 also can come. Never know. 2 और 4 के बीच में आता है बहुत बार. May 22 में आया था ना? आएगा, क्यों नहीं आएगा? इसके ऊपर कुछ नहीं आएगा, वो तो गारंटी है. मतलब जो हम पढ़े कॉन्सेप्चुअली इट्स ऑल कवर्ड.
अरे वैसा बोले तो फिर आधा वर्ष करके जीएसटी को सच करेंगे रे बच्चे, ऐसा ये आप मेन क्वेश्चन है
सर. ये 60 मार्क है और 40 मार्क है, फर्क पड़ता है ना यार. सी माई पॉइंट इज सिंपल, दैट 40 ऑल्सो इज स्कोरिंग, 60 ऑल्सो इज स्कोरिंग, बट इफ यू वांट एग्जामिनेशन यू हैव टू स्कोर इन बोथ. अब सिर्फ आप पासिंग का ही बात कर रहे तो अलग बात हो गया ना. इफ यू लुकिंग ओनली एट पासिंग, then the story is different. But I will not answer that question because I don't want to talk only about passing. I want to talk more about getting a bigger number. हाँ, तो इसलिए मतलब जी ऑब्वियस की बात है कि उधर सिलेबस कम है ना, कंटेंट कम है, तो ऑब्वियसली इसलिए मार्क्स भी कम है ना. वो बाद में बात करेंगे यार, अभी वो टॉपिक कभी. हाँ, आप क्या क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे थे दोस्त? आपका क्या क्वेश्चन था? हाँ ठीक है. ये समझ गए ना बालाजी का कहानी, शुगर केन की कहानी, एप्पल जूस की कहानी. याद रखेगा तू ये. यू विल ट्राई टू रिमेंबर दिस. इट्स अ प्योर लॉजिक, नो? यू सोल्ड पोटैटो चिप्स, यू विल रिड्यूस व्हाट? मार्केट वैल्यू ऑफ पोटैटो, रिड्यूस व्हाट? कन्वर्जन कॉस्ट. हो गया ना बात? Sir, while writing also I told you potato, but I wrote the actual words. और एग्रीकल्चर इनकम क्या रहेगा? जो पोटैटो को मार्केट में रहेगा वही रहेगा. क्योंकि सर अगर पोटैटो आप बेचते थे तो पैसे आते थे ना, आप बेचे नहीं, आप खुद के पोटैटोस को कन्वर्ट किए. सो पोटैटो को कुछ मार्केट वैल्यू होता है ना, उसमें से आप पोटैटो प्रोड्यूस करने के लिए कुछ खर्चा करें, वो माइनस करो, आपका एग्रीकल्चर इनकम आ जाएगा ना. पोटैटो बार बार बेचते थे, 2 लाख रुपए आते थे, वो पोटैटो प्रोड्यूस करने में 50,000 खर्चा हुआ, 1.5 लाख आ गया एग्रीकल्चर इनकम, बराबर ना? आप जब वही पोटैटो को चिप्स में बनाए, चिप्स को बेच रहे हैं, तो क्या कमा रहे हैं आप? चिप्स बेच से कुछ पैसा आ रहा है, उसमें से क्या माइनस करेंगे? पोटैटो जो मार्केट वैल्यू माइनस करेंगे, बिकॉज एग्रीकल्चर इनकम में जा चुका है वो, और पोटैटो को चिप्स बनाने के लिए कुछ कन्वर्जन कॉस्ट इनकर करें ना, वो माइनस करेंगे, सिंपल, क्लियर है ना? हाँ, बस डोंट ट्राई टू रिमेंबर एनीथिंग, बस ओनली जस्ट ट्राई टू फोकस ऑन कॉन्सेप्ट, दैट्स इट. हाँ, 1 सेकेंड बोलना बेटा. अच्छा, ऊपर वाला क्या? हो गया? Done. Once you finish writing this, you can take a short break for 10 minutes, and after that we'll start discussion about income from house property. We'll start the head of income first. ठीक है? उसमें बहुत सारे स्पेशल पॉइंट्स है which we'll talk in detail. बोलना दोस्त, क्या पूछ रहा था?
सर वो अभी रहेगा अपने स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ वुड होता है ना, उसके लिए भी
स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ
अभी अपना सैंडलवुड हो गया वो
सेम
घूमने में आया हूँ जब से, तो सबसे अच्छा खाना मैंने वही खाया था नॉर्मल डेज में, बहुत अच्छा।
I was thinking that food is comfortable here.
बहुत
आप हो कहाँ से वैसे? MP. You? Oh, from same district? Neighboring districts. आप दोनों के डिस्ट्रिक्ट बीच में जो है ना उसको बोलेंगे एग्रीकल्चरल लैंड. अगर 8 किलोमीटर का दूर है तो वो हो जाएगा रूरल एग्रीकल्चरल लैंड. 8 किलोमीटर के अंदर है और पॉपुलेशन 10 लाख के ऊपर है तो वो बनेगा अर्बन. ठीक है ना? गुड. MP नहीं दोस्त, आज तक कभी मौका नहीं मिला. MP में कोई दोस्त नहीं है, कोई नहीं बुलाया मेरे को आज तक. MP नहीं, अभी आएंगे. MP तो मैं आया नहीं, बट इंदौरी पोहा तो इतने बार खा चुका हूँ, मतलब उसका कोई लिमिट नहीं. अच्छा, MP में कहाँ पे? इंदौर, भिलाई. अच्छा, मतलब क्या फर्क पड़ता है इधर का चाय उधर का चाय? मतलब टेस्ट में जिंजर टेस्ट वैसा है क्या? ओके, ठीक, हो सकता है फिर कुछ नहीं हो सकता है. सम स्पेशलिटी आज देयर. इधर जो पोहे मिलता है ना उधर हमारे पास नहीं मिलता इतने टेस्टी पोहे.
एक्चुअली जबलपुर में भी 1-2 चाय पॉइंट तो ढक्कर फेमस है, लाइन ऐसी है.
My cousin is right now studying in AIIMS Bhopal. I have a plan to come this December mostly. आऊँगा. नहीं जरूर. नहीं जरूर. चलो स्टार्ट कर रहे थे. Huh? Yes, my dear friends, come on, get back. So friends, we are done with discussion about agricultural income, where we discuss what are the interesting provisions we discuss in this topic. Can you please name the section numbers? Can you please name the section numbers what we discuss in this topic? Agricultural income. What is that we have done? We discussed about 10.1. What is it? Agricultural income. We spoke about Rule 7, Rule 7A, Rule 7B, Rule 8. बराबर है बेटा? क्या है बेटा 10.1? Agricultural income from a land in India. पूरा बोलना बेटा. What is India? 225A. बस अपना टेरिटरी, टेरिटरी वाटर्स पूरा बहुत बात करें उस बारे में. नेक्स्ट रूल 7. नो, अदर देन टी कॉफी रबर. 7A रबर, 7B कॉफी, 8 टी. बराबर है बेटा? सेक्शन 14 GTI. Good, smart. 225A, 87A, Rule 7. Other than tea, coffee, rubber. Partial integration, no section number is a partial integration. That's given by the tax rates. अब मैं आपसे एक क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा जिसका आप जवाब दो मुझे. हमने ये पढ़ा है 2.5 लाख तक टैक्स जीरो है, 2.5 से 5 लाख 5%, 5 से 10 20%, अबाउट 10 लाख 30%. ये कौन सा सेक्शन ने बोला है? कोई सेक्शन नहीं है. रेट्स आर गिवन बाय फाइनेंस एक्ट. एवरी ईयर फाइनेंस एक्ट कम्स, नो? एंड फॉर नवंबर 22 एग्जाम you are basically studying finance act 21, and that finance act 21 there are rates. समझ गए ना? उधर से आए ये प्रोविजन. क्लियर? कन्विंस्ड? गुड. व्हाट इज सेक्शन 87A? रूल 7A रबर. I don't know whether you got the logic or not. Intentionally I erased that. because स्टूडेंट ने दिमाग में रख लिया है ये अदर देन टी कॉफी रबर, रबर टी कॉफी. ऐसा नहीं होता है ना. नेक्स्ट रूल 8. गुड, स्मार्ट बॉय. नेक्स्ट, व्हाट इज सेक्शन 10(7)? वो क्या पेड बाय गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया? यार तब से पेड बाय गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया बोल रहा है. अलावेंसेस प्रॉफिट्स पेड बाय गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया टू एन इंडियन सिटीजन वर्किंग आउटसाइड इंडिया. दैट इज व्हाट माय डियर फ्रेंड्स? exempt under section 10(7). Good. 10(1). From a land in India. अरे आप जब तक वो फ्रॉम इंडिया नहीं बोलेंगे मैं बैठ जाऊंगा ऐसे ही. यू कैन नॉट फॉरगेट दैट. नेक्स्ट, व्हाट इज रूल 7? 7C. Don't invent. Not there. 7B. Coffee. B for beans. Coffee beans. So clear है बेटा? Rule 8. T. 115.
Long-term capital gain on sale of
10% on amount exceeding.
1 lakh.
Good. 80 TTA.
Interest on savings of deposit saving bank.
6-1A.
Team resident.
Deemed resident.
6-1.
Basic for individual.
6-3.
Company.
6-6.
Additional conditions.
Rule 7A. Rubber. Rule 8. Rule 7. 87A. 7B. Coffee. Clear, no?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I'm sure we are able to remember section numbers also. Very much possible. You will remember, no doubt about it. I don't know how much you remember in regular class, but even in this class also I'll make you remember, no doubt. Clear? Let's proceed, my dear friends. Without any second thought, let's start discussion about a beautiful topic called income from. I cannot complete that today, but today I'll discuss lot of interesting aspects in this house property. Are we ready?
Yes, sir.
And let me tell you first interesting point. This chapter is dealt from section 22 to section 27. 28 is PGBP. 21 is in salaries. Clear, eh? 22 to what, sir? 27. First of all, what is section 4? Exactly. Same way, my dear friends, for a house property we have got section 22, which is a chargeability section. Chargeability section for house property. Friends, please understand that for every head of income, there is a chargeability section. For every head of income, there is a chargeability section. And the fundamental purpose of chargeability section is very, very clear, my dear friends. That is, chargeability section defines the scope of coverage in the head of income. You're getting my point? What is covered in the head of income, what is not covered in the head of income is covered in the chargeability section. Perfect, very good. You're getting my point, everybody? Chargeability section basically defines what is the scope of coverage, what is covered, what is not covered in the head of income is given by the chargeability section. So getting clarity? So what is section 22? Chargeability section. Chargeability section says there are 3 conditions. 2 minutes you listen first, then we can write down. There must be a building or land appurtenant thereto. Clear? What is the first condition? There must be a building or land appurtenant thereto. What is the meaning of building? Okay, I'll ask one question, which you tell me. I've constructed 4 walls. 4? But I have not put a roof. Is it a building? Answer is yes. Existence of roof is not a prerequisite to call it as building. You're getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Next. I constructed a building which is made of wood. There is no bricks, there is no steel, there is no cement, there is no sand. It is completely constructed of wood. हो सकता है ना यार? Is it a building? Definitely answer is yes. It need not be made of brick, cement, sand and steel. Even a wood building is also a building. So there must be a building or what? Land appurtenant thereto. What is land appurtenant? Land appurtenant means land which is attached to the building or within the premises of building. Classic example, car parking area, common area, they'll all come under land appurtenant. One more example in society, in apartments, for example, there is block A, block B. In between the block A, block B, you'll have a road. That is called land appurtenant thereto. There's a playground, land appurtenant thereto. Swimming pool, land appurtenant thereto. It's not a separate land. If it is separate vacant land, the story is different. You're getting my points? Chalo beta, what is this, which section we're talking? What is that, my dear friends? Chargeability section. What is the first condition? There must be a building or land appurtenant thereto. Next. Assessee must be the owner. Owner includes deemed owner, which is given under section 27. बेटा समझ में आ रहा है? Owner includes what owner, my dear friends? Deemed owner. चलो बेटा, what first condition? There must be a building or a land appurtenant thereto. Assessee must be the Okay, I'll ask you one question, think properly and tell. Shiva Teja has taken a property on rent and the rent is 1 lakh per month. I repeat again, I have taken a property on rent and the rent is 1 lakh per month. Kitna beta rent? 1 lakh per month. I gave it on rent to another person for 1,20,000 per month. Case समझे क्या? I have taken a property on rent for 1 lakh per month and I further gave it on rent to another person for 1,20,000 per month. What is the profit I am making?
20,000.
Wonderful. Is it taxable? Oui. Is it taxable? Yes. Which head of income?
Not in this.
Okay. Where do you tax? Income from other sources. Because it is not salary. It is not PGBP. It is not capital gains. Where did it go? Other sources. So other source एक अलग सा head of income है. अगर कोई income है, taxable है, किस में भी नहीं आता है? IFRS. इसलिए उसका नाम है income from other sources. Practically we also call it as residuary head of income. An income which is taxable but it is not covered under any head of income will come under income from other sources. Getting my point? Practically I'll make you write that line. Income from subletting is taxed under income from other sources. I'll also make you write one more point. Rent from letting out of a vacant land. Letting out of a that will also come under income from other sources. Because vacant land is not a building. Vacant land is not a land appertaining thereto. Clear beta? So what is the first condition? There must be a building or land appertaining thereto. Assessee must be the owner. Owner also includes? Who is that? We'll talk after 5 minutes. Third one, such property is not occupied for the purpose of own business or profession, profits of which are chargeable to tax. Straight simple example, practical example I'll give. You'll get an answer for that. Sir, expert office which is there in this floor is actually owned by expert. It's not taken on rent. It is owned by expert. Is there a building? So building doesn't mean 4 floors building है तो building है. Even 1,000 square feet office is also a building. Is there a building?
Yes, sir.
Is expert an owner?
Yes, sir.
Has expert given that office on rent to somebody? What did they do? It is occupied for the purpose of own business or profession. And whatever income expert is making, are they paying income tax?
Yes, sir.
Speak out.
Yes, sir.
So whatever office area they got, they will not show under house property. Because it is being occupied for own business or profession. Profits of which are chargeable to tax. तो मतलब कोई आदमी के पास खुद का बिल्डिंग है जो खुद बिजनेस कर रहा है उसमें जिसका इनकम पीजीबी में दिखा रहा है उसको हाउस प्रॉपर्टी इनकम दिखाने की जरूरत नहीं है. बराबर है यार? For example, there is a canteen. That canteen space is owned by that fellow. Owned by that fellow. Is he owning the property? Yes. What is he doing in that canteen place? Running some business. Is he making some business income? Is he showing income under PGBP? Then he need not show any income under house property. That's it. Getting clarity? हो गया, come on. That's the story of our chargeability section. Which section?
22.
How many conditions are there? What the first one? There must be a building or land appertaining thereto. Assessee must be the owner. Property is not occupied for the purpose of own business or profession. Profits of which are chargeable to tax. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Getting my point? I'll ask you one question. Think properly and tell me. There is one person A. He has got one land. Mr. B has taken a land on lease. समझ रहे आप मेरी बात? And B has constructed a building. I hope you got my question.
Yes, sir.
Is the land belonging to B? B has taken land on lease and he constructed a building. And this building is given on rent. Is it taxable under house property? क्यों? बोलो बेटा.
He is using it for business. Sir.
What business?
No, he is using it for business.
What business is using? अरे लैंड पे ये बिल्डिंग बनाया और बिल्डिंग किराए पे दिया है. Sir, if a person business is only giving properties on rent, it will come under PGBP. ये इसका खुद का बिजनेस वही नहीं है, कुछ और काम है और किराया भी आ रहा है. Sir, simple answer, sir. Simple answer. See, I have income from teaching. I also have little bit of rental income. Whatever rental income I'm getting, do you think I'll show under PGBP? I will. When will I show under PGBP? If my business is only giving properties on rent, then it's possible. There are some construction companies who construct a building, but they'll not sell anything. They'll only give it on rent. उनका बिजनेस ही प्रॉपर्टी को रेंट पे देना, तो वो अलग बात हो गया ना. चलो हॉस्पिटल में आएगा क्या? बोलो बेटा. Wonderful. Answer is yes. Yes. Because law told you need not be owner of the land. If you're owner of the building, that is sufficient. Building खुद तो बनाया ना यार. अरे land उसका नहीं होगा, but is he owner of the building? So they told in the law, you need not be the owner of the land on which building is erected. We want you to be owner of the building. Land का owner हो या नहीं हो, हमको कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. Like this they play in the exam. Getting my point, everybody? Let's start. Come on, open your book, start writing. Put the heading income from house property. Bracket section 22 to 27. Come on beta, put side heading section 22. टाइटल क्या है उसका? हाँ, वो 3 पॉइंट लिखो, बाकी कुछ भी मत लिखो, मैं बोलूंगा वो सब बाकी का. ओके बेटा, लिख दिया क्या? डन. राइट बिलो. नोट. नोट नंबर 1. Income from subletting. Income from subletting is taxable. Income from subletting is taxable under income from other sources. Income from subletting is taxable under head income from other sources. Number 2. Rent from letting out of vacant land. Rent from letting out of vacant land is taxable. Rent from letting out of vacant land is taxable under income from other sources. ठीक है. थर्ड पॉइंट, assessee need not be the assessee need not be the assessee need not be the owner of the land. Assessee need not be the owner of the land on which assessee need not be the owner of the land on which building is erected. बराबर है बेटा? assessee need not be the owner of the land on which building is erected. So done. Next point. Owner also includes deemed owner. Owner also includes what owner? Deemed owner as per section
27.
वंडरफुल. अच्छा ऑलरेडी आप लोग लिख दिए क्या वो पॉइंट? टेल मी हु इज कवर्ड इन डीम्ड ओनर? एनी आइडिया? नो आइडिया? Can I proceed then? So there are 5 points in this concept, my dear friends. Let's listen first. I'll complete the 5 points and we can write. Point number 1. Transfer to spouse. Whose spouse? No, I didn't ask whose spouse. Obviously, हम खुद के वाइफ को देंगे ना. I asked who is spouse. अरे हु स्पाउस मतलब यार मैं तो दूंगा तो मैं खुद की वाइफ को दूंगा यार, किसी और को बीवी ने थोड़ी को दूंगा यार. Come on, who is spouse? Husband or wife, as the case may be. Correct? Transfer to spouse or minor child. इसका लॉजिक क्या है बोलूं? सर, Shivateja has got a property. If I give the property as gifted to my wife, law is telling Babu Shivateja, even though you give gifted to your wife, still you are only regarded as deemed owner. And I have a minor child at home. My son is about 5 years old, who's a minor kid. If I give a property to my son, law is telling Shivateja, you are only regarded as deemed owner. Owner नहीं बेटा, deemed owner. सर deemed का मीनिंग समझ गए ना? बता आपको मैं उस दिन. हाँ, मान लिया जाएगा. Spouse or minor child. Other than minor married daughter. No emotions. Telling sir, minor marriage is illegal. No sir. All that emotions we don't want. In income tax, we don't want your feelings and emotions. We want just sections and subsections. Clear with this point, everybody? Come on. Other than minor married daughter. So if Shivadeja has got a minor and I got minor daughter and I got my daughter married, example, I'll not do that. Okay? If I give a gift to if I give a property to my minor married daughter, what will happen? I will be deemed owner. Hey, my daughter is only owner. अरे other than minor married daughter लिखा ना यार. अरे बोलो यार.
Yes, sir.
अभी सुनो. This point, which point? This point. हाँ वही. This point क्या है? Transfer to spouse or minor child other than minor married daughter. This point will not apply. Will not apply in 2 cases. Number 1, transfer is made for adequate consideration. What a lovely point, my dear friends. Transfer is made for what? Adequate consideration. मैंने वाइफ को गिफ्ट दिया ही नहीं, बेच दिया. मार्केट में करोड़ रुपए है. I sold it to my wife for 1.5 crore. Oh sorry, 1 crore only. What will happen? Adequate consideration. Sir, this matter went to Supreme Court, you know. One fellow, what has happened? He has given a gift to his wife. Who is deemed owner? He is only deemed owner. Correct? Obviously, he is only deemed owner. No doubt about it. This fellow went to Supreme Court. Telling this fellow went to High Court, then Supreme Court. Telling that there is good consideration between me and my wife. There is adequate consideration. There is tremendous amount of love and affection. She can't stay without me. I can't stay without her. This matter went to Supreme Court. Supreme Court gave a fantastic ruling, which is sensation in India. What Supreme Court told is, love and affection is a good consideration, but not an adequate consideration. Adequate we want in monetary forms. You keep your love and affection with you. Love and affection will not give adequate. क्या डायलॉग तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट का? लव एंड अफेक्शन इज गुड बट नॉट एडिक्वेट. वो गालियां भी नहीं दिए, वो इतना बोले बेटा तेरा लव तेरा अफेक्शन तेरे पास रख ले, एंड यू आर रिगार्डेड एज डीम्ड ओनर. यू आर गेटिंग माय पॉइंट सर? ट्रांसफर मेड फॉर एडिक्वेट कंसिडरेशन. नंबर 2, ट्रांसफर इज मेड in connection with an agreement in connection with an agreement to live apart. क्या समझा? डिवोर्स, सेपरेट हो गए टाइम पे प्रॉपर्टी गया. जब लोग ही सेपरेट हो गए, इनकम क्या क्लबिंग करेंगे यार? पीपल आर ओनली नॉट क्लब्ड, हाउ इनकम विल बी क्लब्ड? देते वक्त तो स्पाउस ही थी ना, देने के बाद खत्म हो गया. एलिमनी यार, समथिंग लाइक एलिमनी. बोथ आर गेटिंग सेपरेटेड. Husband filed a case, sorry, wife filed a case, or husband also might file a case telling I want alimony. In India, anything is possible here. Sir, in India, anything is possible. Recently, one fellow got married in South someplace, some Chennai or someplace. He gave a dowry to the girl parents. 1 crore dowry he paid to marry that girl. But in India, generally we think that dowry is only taken by boys. Dekho, things are changing. Correct, no? But still we give so much of respect to girls. Everywhere we have reservation. When we go in a bus, separate seat. Train, separate seat. They have everything. We wear jeans, they also wear jeans. But we can't wear sari, that is a problem. If we tell all this dialogue to them, they will tell, ठीक है, पहन लो आप भी सारी, मना थोड़ी है. Correct, Adil? Yeah, exactly. So done? First point is over. चलो बेटा, first point. Transfer to spouse or minor child other than minor married daughter. Clear beta? What is it you're talking about? Deemed owner. Exactly. Second point. Holder of impartable estate. Impartable estate is something like grandfather has got 4 sons and grandfather died without writing a will. चारों के बीच में अभी तक प्रॉपर्टी डिवाइड नहीं हुआ. बट एक बंदा उसको मैनेज कर रहा है. जो बंदा मैनेज कर रहा है, ही इज ओनली रिगार्डेड एज डीम्ड ओनर. नाम ही बोल रहा है ना, होल्डर ऑफ इम्पार्टेबल एस्टेट विच इज नॉट पार्टीशन सो फार. सर गेटिंग क्लैरिटी? सर, देयर इज वन ग्रैंडफादर हु हैज गॉट 4 सन्स. ग्रैंडफादर मर गया, विल लिखा नहीं, कौन सा प्रॉपर्टी किसका है विल लिखा नहीं. ऑल प्रॉपर्टीज आर मैनेज बाय 1% नाउ. टिल द टाइम दे डिवाइड, इट्स मैनेज बाय सम फेलो. Generally, elder son will manage their properties. The elder son is regarded as what owner? Because he is holder of what estate? Impartable estate. And once they divide between their sons, जिसको जो आया उसका खुद का ओनर है बस. डिवाइड होने के बाद जिसको जो आया वो उसका ओनर है. This story will come only till they don't divide. That's why it is called holder of impartable estate. No, if it's already partitioned, it's no more impartable. But generally this won't happen practically much because once the grandfather dies, kids are ready to divide. Correct? No, I mean फादर से तो लड़ते नहीं, बट भाई से तो हमेशा लगता है कि जितना तुमको है जितना मेरे को है दोनों सेम होना चाहिए. Nothing wrong in that also, because I believe that's sensible also, because everybody has got their own right. No, why would somebody compromise for someone? Nothing wrong in that, because everyone has got equal right. Chalo. So what is the point? First point, transfer to spouse or minor child other than minor married daughter. Second, holder of impartable estate. Third one is interesting. Property held by member of society, company, etc. It is something like Shivateja became a member of some society and they told, wow, you become a member of society, we'll give you this apartment for you. Till the time you are a member, use it. Once you leave the membership, leave the property and get out. But till the time I'm enjoying the property, I'm regarded as what owner? Deemed owner. This is practically very common in housing cooperative societies. Where you become a member, they'll give you one flat and you'll not become owner of the flat. Till the time you are there as a member, enjoy that flat. Then you are not a owner, you are only a deemed owner. But for income tax, you are a deemed owner. Clear beta? Fourth one, power of attorney transaction. I hope you heard this anytime. Power of attorney, क्या मतलब है इसका?
अभी मतलब मेरा है, मैं किसी और को ट्रांसफर कर रहा हूँ साइन करने के लिए.
नहीं वो तो नॉर्मल जनरल मीनिंग बोल दिया आप. This concept is what you know. Shivateja is planning to sell one property. Okay? Aditya came forward and told, sir, I will buy. Okay? I am selling him for 1 crore. He gave me 1 crore. I gave him property. We both went to registration office to get the stamping done. Registration office जाते हैं ना stamping के लिए. स्टैंपिंग नहीं हुआ, बाकी सब कुछ हो गया, agreement is done, seller is ready, buyer is ready, formalities are done, only stamping is pending, then property is deemed to be sold. And who is deemed owner is Adit. On paper, is the property transferred to Adit? On paper, is the property transferred to Adit? Still Adit is regarded as deemed owner. Getting my point? That is the story given by 53A of Transfer of Property Act, which says agreement is done, seller is ready, buyer is ready, possession is taken, amount is transferred, but procedural formalities are pending. समझ गए सर? Then is regarded as what owner? Deemed owner. सर समझ गए?
Yes, sir.
Last point. Lease for at least 12 years. If I take a property from you on lease for more than 12 years, then I am regarded as deemed owner. Practically बहुत dangerous point है. That's why what people do, see here. This point will not apply if lease is for a period less than 1 year. That is why a lot of people practically what they do is they do a lease agreement for 11 months. Wonderful. Have you seen that, my dear friend? इसके पीछे logic है. If you do it for 11 months, sir, simple logic है, sir. If I give a property on lease to you for about 30 years, then income tax says you are regarded as deemed owner. You're getting my point? But if I give a property to you on lease and every year we are signing some agreement for 11 months, 11 months, 11 months, 11 months, 11 months, then this point will not apply. You will never in life become a deemed owner. समझ में आ रहा है बेटा? That is the point. Lease is for less than 1 year. Are we clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Everybody? That's all. These are the points given by section 27. बोलो बेटा, what is section 22?
Chargeability.
Chargeability section. What are the conditions? What are three conditions? There must be a building or land appurtenant thereto. Assessee must be the owner. Such building or land appurtenant thereto is not occupied for purpose of own business or profession, profits of which are chargeable to tax. Owner includes deemed owner. Section 27. How many points are there? 5. What are the first one? Transfer to spouse or minor child other than minor married daughter. Second, holder of impartable estate. Third, property held by member of society, company, etc. Fourth one, power of attorney transaction. Fifth one, lease for at least 12 years. Getting clarity? Everyone? That's it. Take these points. Very, very important. Take it.
Sir, deemed owner concept will not apply in case of this commercial, this sir, property.
Why?
I'm asking, sir.
No, it will apply.
How
Everywhere it will apply.
years it is like
12 years.
12 years?
That's why practically nobody signs for 12 years. They always give it for 11 months, 11 months, 11 months, 11 months. Internally they will have understanding. 5 साल में आपको लीज पे दूंगा, बट जब अग्रीमेंट साइन करते तो 11 महीने 11 महीने 11 महीने ही करते. क्या मतलब इनकम टैक्स बोलता है अगर किसी को 12 साल आप किराए पे देंगे तो जो किराए पे लिया है वो डीम्ड ओनर बन जाएगा. बट आप प्रैक्टिकल ये नहीं बोल सकते कि मुझे आप 15 साल किराए पे दिए, अब निकलो आप, मेरा ये प्रॉपर्टी है ये. दिस ओनली फॉर इनकम टैक्स पर्पस. करेक्ट नो? If it is practically also, then I will start staying for every house. I'll go 12 years. I'll stay and come out. बोलूंगा मेरा ही घर है, निकल तू बाहर. बराबर ना? This is only for income tax purpose. चलो डन हो गया. बेटा बोलो हो गया क्या? तो व्हाट इज रूल 7? Other than take off rubber. 7A. Rubber. 7B. Do we have categories in coffee? What are the categories? Grown and cured 75-25. Grown, cured, roasted, grounded 60-40. Tea. Rule number 8. Very good. What is section 22? चार्जेबल सेक्शन फॉर हाउस प्रॉपर्टी. बोलो बेटा चार्जेबल सेक्शन क्या बोलते हैं? कितने कंडीशन है? 3. क्या है बोलो? There must be a building or land appurtenant thereto. Assessee must be the owner. Such building or land appurtenant thereto is not occupied for the purpose of own business or profession. Profits of which are chargeable to tax. And owner also includes deemed owner. Given under section
27.
exactly. Are we clear with all these points? Everybody, sir? Done. So without delay, my dear friends, let me proceed to next discussion. Are we ready? Now listen. Sir, house property is generally divided into two types. Let out, self-occupied. Clear, my dear friends? And what do you think is the reason that income tax is divided into income into 5 heads of income? Because for every head of income, there is a different computation mechanism. For salary, there is a different standard deduction. House property, there is different standard deduction. Capital gains, there is different working. In every head of income, there is a different computation mechanism. Correct, my dear friends?
Yes, sir.
Now, for let out property, self property also, we have got some computation mechanism. Self-occupied means what? We are only staying in that house. Let out means किसी को किराए पे दिया है. Correct है बेटा? Now, some interesting concept, everybody. For self-occupied property, we are only staying in that house. Law is telling, my dear friends, still do the computation. Still do the, even though you are staying in that house. Our brains start telling, oh, they want us to pay tax? No. They've told you to please do computation only to give you some benefit. How will the benefit come? We'll talk. Clear, my dear friends? Listen. For for let out property, they told, please start with something called GAV. Please start with something called GAV. And GAV stands for gross annual value. How to compute GAV is an interesting task. If you do mistake in GAV only, everything is gone. Do you know how to compute GAV? How? Steps है क्या steps है? Then stamp duty. Stamp duty. Wow.
Municipal value or standard?
Standard rent is what you are saying.
Yes.
What is standard rent?
Sir, मतलब expected rent. मतलब
हाँ. What is fair value? म्युनिसिपल अथॉरिटी देती है. अच्छा. What is municipal value?
अरे सर आप ही बता.
अरे ये स्मार्ट बंदा है यार.
Municipal value मतलब अभी गवर्नमेंट ने
हाँ, ठीक है. फेयर वैल्यू क्या है? मार्केट में जो है वो. ठीक है, सुनो अभी. चलिए प्रोसीड. Listen now. So the point to be noted here is that income tax is very, very shrewd when it comes to this head of income called house property, because they are not taxing the actual rent what you got. They are trying to compare your actual rent what you got versus the rent what you might get. That is why they use the word called annual value. Annual? So they're basically trying to tax you on the notional income. They are trying to tax you on the expected rent. Keep these words in mind. It will come soon. Clear, my dear friends? That's how they are trying to tax you. So how to calculate GAV, we'll talk in detail. Today only we'll complete that. Don't worry. So what is the starting point? GAV. From this we'll reduce municipal taxes.
paid by owner.
Municipal taxes paid by owner. Then the balance what we get is called NAV. Balance what we get is NAV. From that we take deductions under section 24. First one we have got 24A, standard deduction at the rate of 30% of NAV. Beta barabar hai?
Yes, sir.
That is called standard deduction. That's why in the question when they give you repairs, maintenance, light charges, water charges, ignore all that. Because law is telling we are not concerned with your actual expenditure, we will give you standard deduction at the rate of 30%. Your actual expenditure could be more than that or it could be less than that. But we will still give you 30% standard deduction. That's it. We are not bothered about your actual expenditure. Then, most important point, 24P, interest on borrowed capital. And there is lot of concept in that. Balance what we get is called income from house property. Beta, समझ में आ रहा है बेटा? चलो, what was starting point? GAV. Less what? Municipal taxes paid by owner. Then what we get? NAV. NAV means net annual value. Reduce what? Under which section? कितने? What the first one? 24A is standard deduction at the rate of 30%. 24B interest on borrowed capital. On interest on borrowed capital, there is this much story to talk, which we'll talk in detail soon. Clear? And law is telling for self-occupied also, please do computation. But you start with NAV nil and take deduction under section B. 24A is impossible because when NAV is nil, how can standard deduction come? Beta barabar hai? Income from house property will be negative. Self-occupied can never ever come positive. If it has come positive means, bhaiya kuch to gadbad kiye. Self-occupied is always and always negative. And if it is negative, don't feel sad. That negative you can set off with your profits. So, negative is not negative. Negative is positive. For you. For tax purpose. Correct है? Imagine, let out में income आया 10 लाख. Self-occupied में loss आया 2 लाख. और 2 लाख set off करके net 8 लाख ही दिखाएंगे ना. तो 8 लाख पे tax pay करेंगे ना. तो ये नुकसान नहीं है भैया, ये फायदा है. यार बोलो यार. And this story of let out is given by section 23 subsection 1. Self-occupied is given by section 23 subsection 2. And self-occupied also covers unoccupied due to employment or business or profession at some other place and he is staying in rented place. समझ में आया क्या? इसका मीनिंग क्या बोलूंगा? सुनो. So one person has got own property in Hyderabad, okay? But because of business or profession, he is going to another place, and in that another place, he is staying in rented premises. समझ गए ना? Now point here is, property which is there in Hyderabad is not self-occupied by me, and they did not give it on rent. We call it as what? Unoccupied. Unoccupied is also covered under self-occupied. समझ गए आप मेरी बात? But imagine that unoccupied property I gave it on rent. It's no more let out, no more self-occupied, no more unoccupied. It becomes let out. यार बोलो यार. समझ में आया ये बात? बोलो, let out का starting point क्या है? GAV. वो कैसे करना बात करेंगे? We will talk. How to do? We will talk. Come on guys. GAV. What is the starting point in let out? GAV. Less what? Municipal tax is paid by owner. To whom do we pay this municipal tax? Municipal authorities. Simple answer. Corporation. Exactly. Balance what we get? NAV. Less what? Under which section? How many are there? 24A and 24B. Balance income from house property. Self-occupied, what is the starting point? NAV. Nil. Less what? Deduction of section 24B. Balance what we get? Definitely loss will come. And that loss is benefit for us because we can set off that loss. Correct? And self-occupied also includes unoccupied. Getting clarity on this point? Which section is let out? 23(1). What is 23(2)? Self-occupied. What is section 22?
Chargeability section.
Chargeability section. Beta bolo na yaar.
Yes, sir.
What is section 27?
Deemed or
What is section 7?
section 7.
Income deemed to be received in India. 27.
Assessee.
27. Deemed donor. यार ते कंफ्यूज मत हो जाओ यार. 27,
Assessee.
27,
Deemed donor.
2 plus 7, 9. What is section 9? Deemed to occur as in India. 7 minus 2, 5. What is section 5? Scope of total income. So clear है ना? What is section 22?
Chargeability section of house property.
How much is 2 plus 2? What is section 4? Chargeability section for income tax. Clear है ना बेटा? Everybody? Sure. What is section 14?
Gross total income.
Gross total income. 1 plus 4. What is section 5? Scope of total income. Clear है ना? No compromise. What is 23(1)?
Let out from
Let out. 23(2).
self-occupied.
Rule 7B.
Coffee.
Tea and coffee. क्या है वो? Tea and coffee क्या है? Coffee. Rule 8. Tea. Tea. 7C. 7. Other than tea, coffee and rubber. Correct beta? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Wonderful. Don't forget all those. Every point is important. Make sense? Take till here. Then I will talk about GAV. पहले यहाँ तक लिखो. रिविजन रिविजन रिविजन. एक ही चीज करना है यार, पढ़ना है. थक जाएंगे फिर क्या करना है? बस. I think whatever sir told is being proved. So done. What is section 22? 27?
Deemed
Deemed owner. What is 23 subsection 1? Computation for let out. Beta bolo starting point क्या है बेटा? GAV. Less what? Municipal tax is paid by owner. Don't forget that it's paid by tenant. Will not allow deduction. Then balance is what? NAV. Then what? How many deductions are there? 24A and 24B. About 24B only I will talk 1 hour, but not now, later. Yeah? But first we will complete GAV. Then we'll go to 24B. ठीक है ना यार? Self-operated NAV is what? NAV nil less 24B. पक्का नेगेटिव आ गया ना यार? अब मुझे एक बात बोलो, जब नेगेटिव आ रहा है तो अपने को बेनिफिट हो रहा है ना सर? Whenever government is giving benefit, they'll always keep some limits, and they always attach some conditions and restrictions. So logic है ना? If something is coming free, it will always have conditions and restrictions. For example, if you go to a hotel, order one dosa, chutney is done in the bowl, we'll tell भैया एक और chutney. We demand and ask why? We paid a price for it. Correct, no? You went to a temple, he gave one laddu. You loved it like anything. Will you go and demand one more? Will you demand? Or will you say, I don't like laddu, give me something else? Obviously, no. Because you're not paying a price, it's coming free. Just take whatever they give. In the same way, even for self-occupied, we have got some limits for deduction. But the limits are not there in let out. Because let out property, you are paying tax. Clear? Come on. We are trying to understand how to calculate what, my dear friends? GAV. But to understand how to calculate GAV, first we should know some things. That is, there is something called municipal value, something called fair value, something called standard rent, something called rent received. Without knowing these terms, we can't understand what is GAV. If you don't know what is GAV also, I'll explain it perfectly. Listen now, carefully listen. Municipal value means value as per municipal authorities. Basically the value what they fix for levying municipal tax. Generally they give in the question, municipal tax is 10% of municipal value. Practically also generally municipal tax is the percentage of municipal value only. Clear, my dear friends?
Yes, sir.
Fair value means rent of a similar property in same locality. Rent of similar property in what locality, sir? Same locality. They can never tell rent of a same property. How do you find same property? But you'll find similar property. In what locality? Same locality. Correct, no? You can't compare the price of Hyderabad with the price of Bombay. Mumbai rates are different, Hyderabad rates are different. And if you compare Hyderabad and Bangalore, that is also illogical. And in Hyderabad also, some areas are different, some areas are different. Correct, no? Can you compare the price of heart of city in Pune with Pimpri Chinchwad and tell both are same? That area is different, this area is different. Correct, no? Can you tell Koregaon Park is very costly compared to your Narayanpet? That's ridiculous. Narayanpet, Sadashivpet, Budhavarpet, is different. Koregaon Park is different. Prices will vary, no? You have to see if you are comparing Koregaon Park price, compare with another property in Koregaon Park only, which is very similar. If you are comparing one villa with one chopadi, it doesn't make sense. Correct, my dear friends? Koregaon Park, you know, no? मतलब रिएक्शन नहीं है, मतलब ठीक है. What is municipal value? Value as per municipal authorities. Fair value? Similar property in same locality. ये समझना बहुत जरूरी है. एक बार एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन आया, property is in Pune and they gave in the question rent of similar property in Pune, rent of similar property in Bombay. स्टूडेंट को डाउट आया, फेयर रेंट के लिए पुणे लेना बॉम्बे लेना, बिकॉज उसको इतना पता है कि फेयर रेंट लेना है. फेयर रेंट मतलब क्या, मीनिंग नहीं पता. खत्म ना. स्टूडेंट ये तो परफेक्ट होता है, म्युनिसिपल वैल्यू, फेयर वैल्यू, विच एवर इज हायर सब्जेक्ट टू स्टैंडर्ड रेंट, वो ठीक है, बट मीनिंग क्या है, समझ रहे ना सर? व्हाट इज थर्ड वन? स्टैंडर्ड रेंट डजंट मीन स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड, नो. स्टैंडर्ड रेंट मीन्स maximum rent as per Rent Control Act. There is an act called Rent Control Act. In Maharashtra also there is a Maharashtra Rent Control Act. So as per that act, you cannot charge more than this rent. You are getting my point? Finally, what is the last one, sir? In rent received, there are 2 points. If there is no vacancy, what is vacancy? No, not unoccupied. Vacancy means we want to give it on rent, but nobody is taking. Unoccupied ka meaning alag hai. Don't bring that word here. Meaning will change. Correct? No? If there is no vacancy, rent received is equal to, samajh gaya na, RR. It's not RRR. Rent received is equal to rent for 12 months minus URR. URR stands for unrealized rent. Unrealized rent is different. Vacancy is different. Vacancy means I want to give it on rent, but nobody is taking. Unrealized rent means I gave it on rent, but that idiotic fellow, stupid fellow is not paying the rent. Or genuine fellow, but not paying rent because COVID has come, he is also having financial problem. Anything is possible, no? Chore fellow could be there, genuine fellow, but financial problem is there. But whatever fellow it is, unrealized is unrealized. Now I ask you one question. Shiva Teja gave a property on rent. Okay? He has to pay rent of 1 lakh per month. Okay? He paid for entire 12 months. But he didn't pay through bank account, he paid through cash. I will tell to income tax department, 8 lakhs only I got, 4 lakhs rent is unrealized. Possible? Can I tell that to income tax? सर मुझे बैंक में पैसा नहीं आया, 12 महीने का पैसा पूरा कैश में आया है. बैंक में है तो कैसे मालूम पड़ेगा? मुझे कैश में आया है. मैं इनकम टैक्स को क्या बोल रहा हूं? मुझे सिर्फ 8 महीने का मिला है, 4 महीने का मिला ही नहीं है, 4 महीने का अनरियलाइज्ड है. ये बोलने का पॉसिबिलिटी है या नहीं है? नहीं है. क्यों नहीं है? बोलने में क्या है यार, कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं यार. बोलने में क्या है, कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं यार. मेरा एक दोस्त है, वो अनन्या पांडे का फैन है. क्यों? मैं उससे पूछा क्यों यार, वो बोलता है यार बस फैन है तो फैन है. बोलने में क्या है, कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं वो. I mean, I'm a big fan of Rajinikanth. If somebody asks me why, I don't have a reason for that. He's 70 plus years old, but still if you ask me for my favorite hero, I would any day tell Rajinikanth only. First day, first morning show, I'll definitely see. If morning class is there, I'll shift it to evening. But I'll see the movie. Pakka. I'll not give holiday. Because class is important, no? But Rajinikanth also is important for me. समझ गए ना मेरी बात? बोले में क्या, कुछ बोल सकते हैं. कमिंग बैक टू माय डिस्कशन. मैं बोल रहा हूं 8 महीने का किराया मिला है, 4 महीने का मिला ही नहीं. Can I tell that and escape income tax? Speak out. अरे बोलना यार. Yes or no? Then they told, हमको पागल मत समझो, ठीक है ना? हम आपको कुछ कंडीशंस बोलेंगे अंडर रूल 4. Satisfy that conditions, only then unrealized rent can be reduced. And they gave 4 conditions. Condition number 1, tenancy is bona fide, मतलब genuine. स्कूल में मिलता था ना bona fide certificate. His character is bad, character is good. हर एक को काम, हमारे स्कूल में तो सबको एक ही लिखे, his character is satisfactory. अबे satisfactory का मीनिंग क्या है? किसको satisfy किया मैंने यार? satisfactory वर्ड बस हॉरिबल वर्ड है, सबको वही लिखे दिया यार. एक ही बंदा था क्लास में जिसको गुड लिख के दिए, वो तो मैं नहीं हूं, मतलब वो अलग बात है. ठीक है, समझिए ना मेरी बात. So they gave some conditions. Number 1, tenancy is bona fide. Number 2, defaulting tenant has vacated or steps have been taken to compel him to vacate the property. Number 3, defaulting tenant is not in occupation of any other property of the owner. Number 4, owner has taken all reasonable steps to initiate legal proceedings or satisfies AVO. Who is AVO? Satisfies AVO that legal proceeding would be useless. If all these conditions are satisfied, only then unrealized rent can be reduced. Only then what, sir? Unrealized rent can be reduced. This point came in exam lot of times for 2 mark, 3 mark, 4 mark, where they asked what are the conditions to be satisfied to reduce what? Unrealized rent. समझ में आ रहा है बेटा? बहुत बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. Which rule? 4. How many conditions are there? 4. Which rule number? 4. Conditions? Excellent. Rule 7? Other than take off your rubber. Sir, even if you want to forget also, I'll not allow you to forget. Clear है ना? 7B. Coffee. 8. 7. 7A. rubber. 7C, 8, 7B, section 22, 27, 23.1, computation for let out, 23.2, self-occupied. Clear? What is it we are trying to find out? GAV. But to find out GAV, we should know all this first. Clear? Done. समझ में आया सर ये points? Other side, if there is क्या बेटा? Vacancy. If there is what? Vacancy. Is there a possibility that vacancy can be there? Yes. If there is a vacancy, law told rent received is equal to rent for 12 months minus unrealized rent minus rent for vacant period. That did not come in first case because there is no vacancy. How to calculate GAV if there is no vacancy, I'll teach you. How to calculate GAV if there is a vacancy, I'll teach you. But before that, we should understand the meanings of this. Then we will understand how to calculate GAV. समझ में आया बेटा? ये लिख लो पहले. हो गया बेटा? चलो अब आप ही बोलो, आज के बाद बोलो फेयर रेंट क्या है? Rent of a similar property in same locality. What is standard rent?
Sir, maximum rent
As per Rent Control Act. Municipal value? Value as per municipal authorities. Clear beta? Everybody? Chalo. Now let's see how to calculate this crazy thing called GAV. Ready?
yes sir.
Everyone? Come on. How do we calculate this GAV? Law told if there is no vacancy, then GAV is equal to expected rent or rent received, whichever is higher. Now what is expected rent? Expected rent is municipal value or fair value, whichever is higher, subject to standard rent. Good. Almost everybody is telling the answer. समझ गया अभी ये बात? Everybody? Now tell me guys, if municipal value is 10 lakh, fair value is 9 lakh, standard rent is 11 lakh. rent per month is 1 lakh. Unrealized rent is let's say for 1 month. Tell me guys, what is expected rent? आंसर तो मस्त बोले, हायर लोअर. आदित्य समझा नहीं क्या? तो क्या है आंसर एक्सपेक्टेड रेंट का? 10 lakhs. ऑप्शन दो क्या? आदित्य बोल रहा है पता है सर हमको ऑप्शन, हम क्या देंगे? तीन. यार तू कैलकुलेटर में क्या चेक कर रहा है यार? अच्छा इसका क्या है आंसर? बोल बेटा. हाँ 9 लग रहा है. गुड्स. ऐसे लगता है एग्जाम में. जब भी ऐसा लगता है ना तो दिमाग को बोलना, नाटक मत कर, आंसर 10 लाख से. अरे बोलना यार. 10 or 9 whichever is higher. What is higher? 10 subject to 11. So answer is 10. If 12 comes, it will become 11. What is rent received? 1 lakh into 12 minus 1 lakh into 1, which is 11 lakh. So my GAV will be, that's it. Correct now? What if expected rent is 12 lakh? What will happen? If expected rent is 12, rent received is 11, what will be GAV? 12. That means technically you have to understand that even though I got only 11 lakhs, I am paying tax on 12 lakh. That's why it is called notional rent, annual value. Government is very crazy. Only in this head of income you will find this concept. In all other head of income, we will pay tax only on the actuals what we got. But this is the only head of income where we are paying tax on notionals. So getting clarity? Example clear? Story khatam. This is only a case where there is no vacancy. If there is vacancy, story अलग है फिर. Just समझ में आया बेटा? Can I proceed? चलो, I'll complete that also. Then we can write. Situation 2. What if there is vacancy? They told compare ER and RR. Compare ER and if RR, what is RR? Rent received is greater or equal to expected rent, then GAV is rent received. आपको ज्यादा है ना तो ज्यादा फिर टैक्स पे करो. समझ गए आप लोग? And if rent received is less than expected rent, then we will find out the reason. If it is only because of vacancy, then GAV is equal to rent received. GAV is equal to rent received. And if it is only because of other reasons, then GAV is equal to expected rent. Getting my point, everybody? Let me explain this concept too with numbers. Then clarity will come better. Suno. Sir, let's say municipal value 12 lakh, fair value 15 lakh, standard rent is 9 lakh. Rent per month 1 lakh. Unrealized rent 2 months. Vacancy 3 months. तो समझ गया क्वेश्चन? बेटा बोलना यार. फटाफट आ जाएगा क्वेश्चन, कोई बात नहीं, रेडी है, पूरा इंस्टेंट है अपने पास. हाँ बोलो. व्हाट इज द आंसर फॉर एक्सपेक्टेड रेंट बेटा? 9 lakhs. इसमें तो कोई शक नहीं है. रेंट रिसीव्ड क्या है बेटा? 7 लाख। यार कैलकुलेटर में क्या कर रहा है यार तू? 5 महीना गया, 7 महीना बच गया तो 7 लाख ही होगा ना यार। आदित्य बुक में लिखा ना अभी तू, बुक में देख, बुक में देख क्या लिखे हम लोग। रेंट रिसीव का मीनिंग क्या है? वैकेंसी है तो रेंट फॉर 12 मंथ्स माइनस, देखना, माइनस अनरियलाइज रेंट माइनस रेंट फॉर वेकेंट पीरियड। 12 लाख माइनस 2 लाख माइनस 3 लाख तो कितना बच गया बेटा? 7 लाख। अब रेगुलर बैच है तो मैं पूरा लिखता था वहां पे 1 लाख इंटू 12 माइनस 1 लाख इंटू 2, उतना टाइम नहीं है अपने पास। ठीक है, समझ गया ना? अब बोलो मुझे, रेंट रिसीव्ड is less than what beta? Expected rent. If rent received would have been more than expected rent, what would have been the answer? Rent received. But the problem here is rent received is less than expected rent. Then this case only we are talking, no?
Yes, sir.
We have to find the reason. How do we calculate reason? Sir, what would have been rent received if there was no vacancy? So अगर vacancy नहीं होता था, रेंट से कितना होता था बेटा? 10 लाख, मतलब 9 लाख से ज्यादा होता था, बराबर है? तो रेंट से कम होने का रीजन क्या है बेटा? देयरफॉर रीजन इज ओनली वेकेंसी, बराबर है बेटा? देन जीएबी विल बी रेंट रिसीव्ड विच इज नथिंग बट 7 lakh. To find out reason, how do you find out reason? We'll calculate as if there is no vacancy. आपको आंसर आ जाएगा, वैकेंसी रीजन ही नहीं है। 10 लाख का है मतलब 9 लाख के ऊपर है ना सर, मतलब रीजन क्या है? सिर्फ 9 लाख के नीचे जाने का रीजन क्या है? सिर्फ वैकेंसी। इफ इट्स ओनली वैकेंसी, व्हाट इज माय जीएवी? रेंट रिसीव्ड। सर जीएवी कैलकुलेशन में गड़बड़ हो गया तो पूरा का पूरा गया। तो स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन इज ओनली जीएवी। बोलना बेटा। हाँ देखो अभी सर, फर्स्ट केस, इफ देर इज नो वैकेंसी, इफ देर इज, आप एक्सपेक्टेड रेंट निकालो, रेंट रिसीव निकालो, दोनों में से जो ज्यादा है वही जीएवी। गवर्नमेंट कभी क्वेश्चन में रहेगा ना यार, ऑब्वियसली हाउ विल वी नो वेदर वैकेंसी इज देयर और नॉट? करेक्ट, नो? इफ देर इज नो वैकेंसी, व्हाट इज द आंसर? एक्सपेक्टेड रेंट, रेंट रिसीव्ड, व्हिचएवर इज हायर। हो गया ना, खत्म कहानी। अगर वैकेंसी है तो लॉ बोल रहा है भैया आप एक्सपेक्टेड रेंट निकालो, रेंट रिसीव भी निकालो, दोनों को कंपेयर करो। अगर आपका रेंट रिसीव एक्सपेक्टेड रेंट से ज्यादा है तो हम रेंट को टैक्स करेंगे। लॉजिक सी बात है, मतलब आपको जो आना चाहिए 10 लाख है, जो आया 12 लाख है, तो 12 पे टैक्स करिए ना। बट इफ रेंट रिसीव्ड इज लेस देन एक्सपेक्टेड रेंट, मतलब क्या है? आपको कम आए, कम आए तो हम क्या बोल रहे हैं? रीजन पता लगाएंगे। कैसे पता लगाएंगे? अगर वैकेंसी नहीं होता था तो मुझे कितना आता था? कोई फिगर आएगा ना? अगर जो फिगर आएगा वो फिगर एक्सपेक्टेड से ज्यादा है, मतलब क्या मीनिंग है उसका? मेरा कम रहने का रीजन सिर्फ वैकेंसी है। अगर वैसा रीजन है तो मेरा जीएवी क्या बनेगा? रेंट रिसीव्ड। अगर समझो मैं रेंट रिसीव्ड देयर वाज नो वैकेंसी निकालता था, इफ द आंसर वुड हैव बीन 8 lakhs, मतलब क्या मीनिंग है? तभी भी कमी है, तभी भी कमी है, मतलब रीजन वैकेंसी नहीं है, रीजन कुछ और ही है। तो फिर क्या रहे? फिर एक्सपेक्टेड रेंट को टैक्स करेंगे। ठीक है ना बेटा? ये स्टोरी कब आएगा? वैकेंसी का केस में ही आएगा। अगर नो वैकेंसी है तो कुछ बात ही नहीं करना है, वो या ये विचएवर इज हायर, सीधा सीधा है वो तो। समझ में आ रहा है सर? एंड दिस ऑल स्टोरी इज गिवन बाय जीएवी। एंड 23(1) डील्स विद लेट आउट, 23(2) डील्स विद सेल्फ ऑक्यूपाइड। समझ में आ रहा है बेटा? दैट्स इट। टेक दिस फर्स्ट। If GAV calculation is gone, everything is gone. Because that's the starting point. लिख लो बेटा। So done, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please take this case also. When there is a vacancy. So done? That's it. We are done with only GAV calculation. Much more story in house property is there, which we'll complete tomorrow next class. Clear? Done. Thank you so much. है ना? I'm planning to take class tomorrow morning. Is that okay for you?